didn't expose nothing about you. They want to know your job details, whoop, 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 all the stuff you was texting me on the back end. I never exposed it. And I said that I never would. But I'm a bad friend, right? But the same bitch you jealous about me getting on the damn panel with the other day is the same bitch that I went toe-to-toe on you for. She did not punk me into giving her any information about you because I was a fucking loyal friend to you. Even Rose couldn't get shit out of me about you. But I'm a bad friend. But I don't do nothing for you. My fucking real ass friend that you've seen when I've been on FaceTime or whatever, or live, whatever, when I show my friend, my fucking real friend was in here this morning, and she said, yeah, y'all, I just called her, and she ain't answer. Sorry that my phone etiquette, you don't like it. I'm a business owner, so I get tired of answering phone calls and text, right? So I have time set up that I answer phone calls and text. I'm just not out here willy-nilly answering text. I just finished answering some text all the way back to Friday. You sent me that text on Saturday. That means that your text would have fell in the batch of people that I was returning texts from since Friday. But you were so upset and in your feelings about a fucking cheetah that you went live on me behind someone else instead of just coming to me and saying, hey, it really hurt my feelings that you gave Kels that cheetah, but I need this. You know you couldn't say that because you'd already been out here saying, oh, therapist could never give me another dime and I'll still be her friend. So which is it? Either therapist can never give me another dime. I love how she's skipping over everything. Or therapist can only be my friend when she's giving me dimes. I love this. Which one is it?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And I still gave you that $125 for them emotes I didn't need after I already knew you lied about the price of your antidepressant and tried to say that your antidepressant medication was the one that cost $317 when today you said not only don't you not take Lexapro, you take sertraline, but the sertraline that you take, which is the antidepressant that I told you to get and leave the other medications, was only $20-something. So you misled me. One of your medications was $317, but it wasn't the one that I agreed to pay for. But you told me that the one that I agreed to pay for, the antidepressant, was the one that was $317. So you played on my top. Why would you do that? You didn't have to do that. You could have told me the real price. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that.
Comment section real quiet.
So let's talk about the things I have done for Trina, since she wants to talk about what I didn't do for her on Saturday, right? Since me not sending her money for non-slip shoes and work slacks, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. So that means that all that ridicule that I got in March, she didn't care shit about. She didn't care shit about that. When I was getting drugged up there behind her, she was nowhere to be found. Right? Again, if I need to present the cash apps that I've sent her versus the cash apps that I've sent Rose, you will see that the cash apps that I sent Trina far outweigh the ones that I sent Rose. Far outweigh.
We ain't resolving shit. I don't play like this.
So you mad about some fucking phone calls and texts because you know I'm a damn business owner? And I can't just be on the phone or texting all the time? You swear you know who I'm talking to, but my fucking real ass best friend who I go see at least once a week, who I just got back from the beach with, calls me and texts me too and said, nah, bruh, Dominique is bad with returning calls and texts. She came in here and said that her damn self. So what makes you more important than somebody I've known for years in real life? What makes you more important than somebody I've known for years in real life? Didn't meet on the app, met in real life. It was only Saturday. Today is Wednesday. I just told you I was answering calls all the way back to, or texts all the way back to Friday. Friday came before Saturday, right? You sent me the text saying what you needed on Saturday, right? But then on Tuesday, you felt you needed to go live behind it because I didn't answer you fast enough. It's okay, I'm masking. It's okay. So since she didn't want me to say that to her in her face, and I still tried to give her the courtesy of going to her panel to talk to her, but since she wanted to yell, I wasn't going to do that. All that yelling and stuff, I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to know. Because the point is, this started about money. You started with the money because you mentioned what I did for other people and that making you upset. And so I went live this morning to explain why I stopped giving you money since you didn't understand and since you wanted everything to be so public. I went live and told people why I stopped giving you money. You wanted the same energy that I gave Rose, so now I'm live about you again. This is 2 for 2, 2 lives about you. That's all that I gave Rose that you felt I didn't give you was going live on you. I went live about Rose, so you want me to go live about you? That's the only thing I did for Rose I didn't do for you. Is go live. I hadn't given her anything more than what I gave you, none of that. But you were in your feelings about the fucking cheetah that I gave somebody for their birthday. She shouldn't have been giving that cheetah. She should have been giving me that money for my non-slip shoes' work slack so I could get my job. No, Trina. For job-related cost, I've already given you $500. And now it seems like the job that you got the $500 for you don't even have. Then I just gave you $125 against my better judgment not even 2 weeks ago. Why couldn't you get the slacks and the non-slip shoes with that? Slacks and non-slip shoes maybe would have cost you let's just say it would have cost you $60. You still would have had money left. So you're mad because I didn't jump when you said I should jump. Y'all want me to jump when you want me to jump when you say that I should jump. And because I didn't jump and do what you said I should do when you wanted me to do it, then you got mad. I don't owe nobody on this app shit. I don't owe you nothing.
What you need, Michelle?
I never spoke negatively on you or nothing, but you could not wait. You spoke negatively on me because of what you saw me doing for someone else. Not even because of something that I did to you. I've never spoke negatively on you. I've never gone live on you. Shit, I've never even thrown subliminals at you. This is the first time that I have gone live expressing anything behind you, and I found out that the antidepressant wasn't $319 a month ago. A month ago. So, again, if you mince words, that's not my fault, right? It's not my fault if you minced words. I don't like seeing people who would do that neither, but I understand that when they are fed up. Since you minced words and, oh, I didn't say that. Ma'am, we talked about the medication you were having withdrawal from. You told the hospital you were taking Lexapro. You said that in 4K. You said it in 4K. You said they gave you a dose of it in the hospital. Now all of a sudden, I didn't say I took, and I was like, okay, I'll even let that go. But the point is, I told you whatever your antidepressant was, only get that one. And I'll send you money to help you pay for that because I know you need your medicine. She took the 317 and either got the medication that was actually 317 or didn't. Because I told her just to get the antidepressant because that was the one she was probably withdrawing from. This is the first I ever heard. Me and Trina been saying Lexapro back and forth so much. This is the first I done ever heard her say sertraline. But she just got the words mixed up. But this is the first time I done ever heard you say it was sertraline. Because I was saying Lexapro when you was in the fucking ER. You said Lexapro to the damn nurse. So then they had to have given you a dose of Lexapro because that's what you told them you were taking. Now all of a sudden it's sertraline. Even with the sertraline though, fuck all the name shit. The antidepressant, whether it was Lexapro or sertraline, was not $317. That's the point. That was the one you paid for, was the antidepressant, which was
She's trying to make it seem like these are two different medications. They are both antidepressants. I had the wrong name. They're both antidepressants. They're both antidepressants.
Still stayed quiet, didn't rush to tell nobody, kept that quiet, didn't tell nobody, not a soul. Other than my best friend who y'all don't know, that came in the room, who y'all know who is my friend in real life. That's it. But nobody on TikTok? Shit, nobody knew. But then when you decided to go live about me yesterday, instead of coming to me, and you decided to go live about me not giving you something, I felt it was appropriate for me to go live and explain why I stopped giving you money.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They sleep.
She talked about her medication on live, Maya. She was crowdfunding for the medication on live because I told her to crowdfund to see how much she could get. Then her page had got taken. So, no, we all were there when she was at the ER, listening to her talk back and forth to the nurse about vitals and medication. So no, she put it in 4K. She wanted to clock me in 4K. So I'm coming back to tell everybody, including her, in 4K, why the fuck I stopped giving her that money.
But you just said you
for
gave me money 2
medication that
weeks
she
ago.
already told us all
So did
she
you
was
stop
taking.
or did you not?
So there's no HIPAA violation here. There's no privacy being broken here. She done already told y'all about that when she got discharged from, when she was in the hospital and when she got discharged. So no, she put it out herself.
I'm not gonna. There's nothing to sue her about. I'm not here to destroy her.
She didn't want to have no private conversation. I did the courtesy of texting her and saying, okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm letting it all come out.
And express how
and I want to
feel
really listen.
The same
I don't
way
want to hear.
For Rose,
I want to listen.
That's the only thing that I did for Rose.
Because maybe that's my problem. I'm not listening.
And express how I felt about how she treated me. I did not do that for Trina, but since Trina said she wanted that, here it is. Here's the live, and this is a second one because I did one this morning already. So she said that's what she wanted. She said I'm giving everybody else more energy. I even came up on her panel, but she started yelling and crying and screaming. So I was like, yeah, I'm not for that. So I dropped and came live over here so I could say what I had to say. And if she want to listen, she can listen. If she don't want to listen, she don't got to. Right? I'm not going to try to talk in somebody else's space. You misled me to believe that your antidepressant was $317 when it was only $20-something. That's why I stopped giving you money. Is that clear?
But I thought she just said she did give me money a couple weeks ago.
The only medication that I agreed to pay for was your antidepressant. That was not $317. It was $20-something. Do y'all understand? Do you understand, Trina? But you went live on me because you was so hurt about a fucking cheetah. And mad because you felt that money for the cheetah should have went to your damn slacks and non-slip shoes that you went live on me and talked mad cash money shit when I ain't never done that to you. Never. Neither is sertraline, which is Zoloft. Neither Zoloft nor Lexapro are $317. Not nowhere, not no time, not any. She misled me and told me that's the medication that costs the $317. Because I told her to leave everything else and only pick up the antidepressant. So she misled me to believe that the antidepressant was the $317. So that's where the lie is. That's where the lie is. Y'all get it? I told her to get the antidepressant. That's the only one. She told me the antidepressant was the one that cost the $317. Then today she said, actually the antidepressant was $20. Do y'all get it? And she told y'all that. So that's another reason that it's not HIPAA. She called the fucking pharmacy on her own live and got a rundown of the cost of her medications. So I'm just repeating what we all just heard. So yeah, I'm not breaking HIPAA or privacy or nothing because, again, she put her information out there first. Not we been getting it. We was waiting on you. I don't know. It was some people in her comments talking about, you can't be a real therapist. Why? I can't be a real therapist because I'm mad at my so-called friend misleading me to believe that the medication I agreed to pay for was $317 when in all actuality it was $20. So I shouldn't be a therapist because I fucking peeped that my so-called friend played on my top and misled me to believe that something was more expensive than what it was. But I shouldn't be a therapist? That don't make no sense.
I already said I said the wrong name.
Especially when she put her own business out there in 4K first.
Nobody
to
said that
even
at
tell
all.
us the cost of her medication when she was in the hospital or leaving the hospital. Post-discharge, she was crowdfunding for her medication. Do y'all remember? What y'all didn't know.
I'm glad she explained that. Post-discharge, I had just left the hospital.
That's what y'all didn't
Panic
know.
attack, heart rate of 38. I'm glad she said that. Yeah, I'm glad she said that.
And since she had so much cash money shit to say about me and she couldn't come to me in private and tell me her feelings was hurt because she saw me give Kels a cheetah, then we're here now. This is where we're at. She expressed her grievances in 4K, so I'm expressing mine in 4K. And that's just that on that.
It is. I'm just waiting on her to finish. I'm just waiting. I want to really listen. Because I feel like maybe I ain't been listening. Maybe that's the problem. I ain't been listening to this lady. Just like she ain't listening. So I'm going to listen.
So since you want to handle shit the way you want to handle it and you text me back talking about some goddamn... I was like...
I text you back and I
said... So I just heard the screen recording of you playing my live in your live, right, talking mad shit about me. You didn't think you could have come to me first the same way that you asked me to come to you first before I pushed the live button on you? She said, nope, I don't think that. And okay, it wasn't a secret. I was live, no sub only, and shared it. The fuck? Oh, okay.
Wait, you missing? Cool. You missing? I also said that's it's funny that you texting my phone now, proving my point. Cool. Bye, girl. Why you not reading it all?
Cool. If that's how you feel.
Why aren't we reading it all? Shut up, little girl. It's all right. Let her talk.
That's how you feel. Cool, man.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
Well, yeah, but she's trying to tell everybody how loyal of a friend she is and how terrible of a friend I am. Meanwhile, she finessed me around some damn medication. She knew what I told her to pay for with the money I was sending her. Let me turn y'all off for sub only.
Please.
Or sub only comments. Hey, Nay Baby. Y'all follow Nay Baby, please.
You can't make this shit up. Like, you can't make it up. You can't make this shit up. Thank you. And then, once she's done, I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to start...
So, yeah, I don't know.
From
whatever
the jacket
Trina
shit.
wants to say, if she wants to call me a bad friend, whatever. I spoke
I'm going to start from the jacket shit. We're going to take it from the top. We're going to take it straight from the top.
Do I feel like this is the same as Rose? No, I don't feel like it's the same as Rose because I did try to talk to Rose on the back end before I went live, right? I did. And then when I did go live to sub Rose, I didn't give any identifying details. She gave all her own details. Y'all still wouldn't know to this day who it was or what it was if she hadn't come out and gave y'all all the details. So no, it's not the same. And I still tried to talk to Trina on the back end even before I pressed the live button. But I tried to talk to them both on the back end, so no. Not if I tried to talk to them both on the back end, Jer. Sorry.
I don't care about pocket watching.
I wasn't going to ask for a receipt because I didn't feel I needed to do that.
Thank you, Rudy.
I didn't feel I needed to ask for a receipt because I thought she was telling me the truth.
The contradictions is blowing me.
Right, Jer, but what you don't know about this particular situation is that Trina went live on me first yesterday, right? About something that had nothing to do with her. She was talking mad shit about me when the live that I was doing yesterday had nothing to do with her. But she utilized that as her entry point to talk mad shit about me and air her grievances out instead of come to me. So yeah, she felt entitled.
I'll take that. Okay.
Okay, whatever, Jer.
Okay. I'll take that. I said that today. I said it yesterday.
They're going to compare the Rose because the Rose and Trina situation overlap and does have similarities. That's why. To be honest, you caused the situation leading with money. Okay, January. Thank you for that. So she got mad you gifted someone a cheetah? Is that what it's about? Is this what this? Yeah, she got mad at me for gifting somebody a cheetah, but she needed work slacks and work shoes, and she felt like the money that I spent for the cheetah should have went to her work slacks and work shoes. That's why.
You get to the top of this.
That's exactly what it is. And then so she went live on me, streaming my live about someone else, and utilized that as her opportunity to air her grievances out about me not buying her work pants and work shoes.
Thank y'all for
me and Trina didn't have no damn argument. She went live on me. That's all. Because Trina, no cap zone. Trina went live and couldn't understand why I wasn't giving to her, but I was giving to other people. So I went live to tell her and everybody else why I stopped giving her money. I stopped giving her money because she lied about the cost of the medication that I agreed to pay for. That's why.
Somebody said, so this is slack game.
Getting money. Because I found out that she lied, even though.
But you just said you gave me money 2 weeks ago.
I just gave her $125 against my better judgment.
So did you stop or did you not? Because I'm a liar. Hey, man. Hey.
So even after she lied, I still gave her money. And I was a dummy for that.
I can't wait till she's done. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I cannot wait. I cannot fucking wait.
Because I tried to express myself January. I tried to go up to Trina and talk to her in her live just now. And she started talking over me and doing all that bullshit that I'm not for. So I dropped
talking
and
over
came
you?
live over here.
It was my turn to talk. You were muted.
And so I can express myself over here uninterrupted, right?
I interrupted her? Please tell me if I interrupted her, because y'all know I be tripping. Did I interrupt her? Because I could have swore she was muted. And she unmuted me, or she unmuted and tried to cut me off, and I muted her. Right, but that's what I'm saying. She cut me off, and I muted her because I wasn't done. I said, no, bro, stop.
Oh, yeah, no, my help isn't appreciated.
She cut me off.
This week. The lesson that
I did not cut you off the whole time. I muted when you was talking, bro. And waited till you was done.
Right? Rose said all these wonderful things that I've done outside of money to support her. Trina has, I don't know what, Trina has said that I was a good friend, and I don't know if she specifically said anything outside of money, but she said that I didn't have to use money we would still be friends because she
I've
felt like I was a
spoken
great
very
person.
much life into you,
But then,
privately
now
and publicly.
today, I'm not a great person anymore because I threw somebody a cheetah for their birthday. So I'm no longer a good friend, and I've been shitting on her and treating her like shit, even though I let y'all drag me through the dirt on her behalf for an entire month with never saying a word to her about it. I let y'all drag me in silence, never said shit to her about it, but I'm a terrible friend, and I've not let nobody, I haven't let y'all drag me behind nobody else but her. So I'm,
Bitch, you sat up and let the Hamburglar dog you. What the fuck is we doing right now, bro? You sat up and had a whole live and let people come roast you. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I stood up for Trina to a fault, but because I threw somebody a cheetah, all that's out the window. Y'all be like, oh, this the straw that breaks the camel's back when it wasn't no straw up there to begin with. Them entitlement straws be breaking the camel's back. When you feel entitled to some
She went
shit
back to
and
sub
don't
only because
get
them
it,
comments wasn't what she thought it was gonna be.
oh, I've been waiting to say all this.
I can't believe this right now, bro. I cannot. Hell yeah, I was crying and yelling. Hell yeah, I'm pissed, bro.
And Rose, and you called back for more from Rose. You wasn't.
I'm pissed, bro.
In panels where they was dragging Trina all the time.
You know why I'm so mad? Because the moment this lady came around, everybody around me said, bro, quit fucking with her. Motherfuckers in the comments can tell you, bro. Motherfuckers been telling me quit fucking with this bitch. And every time I ride for her, bro. Every time I say no, she's cool, bro. She's cool. Motherfuckers been telling me this bitch is not cool. Every time I ride for you, my nigga. What is you talking about, bro? And I cry when I'm mad when I give a fuck, bitch.
She told me to stop. She told all of the people that supported her to not go windmilling on panels and in comments for her.
So your option was to sit in the chats and laugh with them?
Folks, yes, no, I didn't say anything. Per her request, though. So make sure y'all know the whole
story. So your
story
option, so Sonya clocking your teeth, so your option was, oh, I'm not going to stand up for her, but I'm going to stay over here and laugh?
And sometimes I still stood up for her even after she told me not to. But then when she's like, no, don't stand up for me, don't blah, 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 it's making it worse for me, then I quit. I quit. And y'all haven't heard me stand up for her, but that doesn't mean people aren't still going to talk about her. But when they talk about her, I keep my mouth quiet. I don't engage it. I let it die down. Thank you, EBT Live. Thank you, Mama Nee. Yes. I stood up for Trina. And when I did send her money, y'all, she knew I didn't even want y'all to know. I was sending her money secretly.
It wasn't a secret.
Because I didn't want y'all to know. Because y'all was dragging me too bad. So I had to send the money in fucking silence.
I tried to host with her. She declined. Because she knows she's capping, bro. The cap is crazy.
And she knew that. She's
but
like,
I'm gonna let
when
you
I
keep
first
going.
started giving her money, she's like, I don't know if this person would even want me to tell y'all. I know therapists didn't. Because I wasn't
Never
out
a secret.
Funded. She told y'all.
It was never a fucking secret. What the fuck is you talking about?
Told y'all.
Hey, my baby. It's very weird.
So all y'all talking about I was leading with money, how? When I was secretly giving her money. And I didn't never say, oh, I gave Trina this or that. I never did that. Never have. Thank y'all. Please
the same reason your daddy was crying when your mama said that she was pregnant.
If you have a penny, just hit the heart me. It'll level me up.
I ain't even invite you in.
If you can. Also, if you're a subscriber, please be sure to check your subscriptions. I just gave away. See, my subscribers get money. I just gave away $225 on Thursday to a subscriber. Right? So if y'all want some coins, subscribe. All the subscription tiers
This ain't got shit to do with a cheetah
will
gift.
get you access to the Cash App giveaways. But if you want to be a real supporter and engage in real community, then you'll get the basic or standard subscription, because that'll allow you into the Discord. That'll allow you access to the exclusive emotes. That'll allow you priority DMs, because people be DMing me. It'll give you priority. When I do multi-guest, you'll get priority. So like all of that. So if you're interested in coin or community, go on ahead and hit the subscription button. Thank you for the subscription. But only the basic and standard subscribers will have access to Discord, sub-only Discord, moderator badges, DM priority. So you have to be a basic or standard subscriber to get DM priority. All that the $2.99 people get is comment priority and eligibility for the Cash App giveaway.
That's why I'm laughing.
So if you only got a $2.99 membership,
Because now that you got about
I'll
200 plus
answer
people
your
in here, now you
comments
want to
on here,
advertise.
you know, in lives, prioritize your comments in lives,
Got it.
and prioritize. And
So
you'll get
you really
access
don't
to the
give a
Cash
fuck.
App giveaways. But the basic
It's just
and
something for you to
standard
talk about.
subscribers, those are the ones that get moderator badges. Those are the ones that I prioritize your DMs. Those are the ones that I prioritize, you know, your multi-guest requests. Those are the ones that can be in the Discord. So all those are $4.99 and $5.99. Yep, we do, Mama Nee. We do ask that they come and sit in on the live, but they have to, because the lives are where I do the Cash App giveaways. So if they're not in the live, they'll miss the giveaways, right? Oh, I do love myself more. I do. That's why I'm utilizing my voice. Because I do love myself more. When y'all are like, nah, therapists, be quiet. No, it's my fucking voice. I love myself enough to advocate for myself and use my voice. And I know how easy it is to get a narrative spun on here. So I'm going to tell y'all my truth.
Who the one had to help her get up on her good foot when the Hamburglar was dogging her? Who was up there in the paint with her?
People make fun of me all the time. It's okay.
Was that me?
That's not causing me to shed no tears.
That was me, right?
That's not causing me to shed no tears at all.
When Gentigator was on her ass. Who hopped up in the box?
But if y'all want to help contribute to the live goal, please feel free. You can. It's right here. I just pinned it at the bottom of the screen. All you got to do is click send. So if y'all want to contribute, y'all are more than welcome. I told y'all about the perks of the subscription, so you're more than welcome to subscribe if you want. This is not my usual content. This is just, I did tell folks, like, no, I don't necessarily do messy content, but if something comes up in regards to me, then yes, I will speak on it, and that's what y'all are seeing.
If you said that,
but I
that's
do
where
lives
just
every
use a different
Thursday
word,
evening
please.
to educate the general populations on reasons that we could all use mental health or use a therapist outside of having a mental illness, because y'all think y'all got to have something be wrong with you to go to therapy, and that ain't true. So I present live topics to help y'all. This Thursday, I'm going to be talking about therapy versus counseling, which will really help y'all understand.
It's the commercial for me.
That people that don't have a mental illness can see a therapist, right? People with just normal lives can go see a therapist, right? In order to keep their mental health in check. So that's what we'll be talking about Thursday. And then Saturday, I'll recap one live and give the social psychological perspective of it. Last week...
I'm done. You ain't getting no free promo off me, bro. This is why... For everybody on this live right now, if you sent me your number, oh my mama, I'm pissed. If you sent me your number and you like, damn man, Trina ain't reach out to me, this is why I don't be calling y'all. This is why I be like, bro, I cannot do it. Because on my mama, I get 38 hot. And I cannot reach through this phone and touch none of y'all. I'm pissed. So what we gonna do, my baby, is we gonna take it from the motherfucking top on me. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. We gonna take it from the all the way top. From the start. When you first came around. When you first came around. That's what we about to do. Cause see, you on this app making it seem like it's about a TikTok gift. You trying to make it seem like you done rolled so hard for me and I haven't done the same. Our first text exchange, because I got her number saved. Y'all can see her number. Our first text exchange was April 16th. That's the first time we text. Now, this was when we started getting back cool, right? Because if anybody remembers, when the whole K-Dub situation, that was yet another time when therapists decided to choose a side and be influenced by the comment section, be influenced by what's happening on TikTok and didn't really know what's going on. Didn't really know what was going on. So she ended up not supporting me and pulling back from me because of something that she thought. And she ended up having to come back and apologize for it. I let that go. Because you try to start treating me funny over some shit that you heard when we supposed to be cool or becoming cool. I should have quit fucking with you then. But I didn't. Right? Fast forward. You done been caught in many comment sections. I got hella screenshots that I've sent to you. What's going on with this? What's going on with that? You always in lives where they talking about me, and I don't say nothing anybody could tell you. I don't tell people where to go. I don't tell people who to talk to. I'm grown as fuck. Long as that bitch ain't try to hurt my motherfucking kid, I don't give a fuck about you being around the bitch. So, okay. Next mishap happened when I'm in Texas. And this ain't a mishap. Let me explain to y'all. Let me see something. Again, keep in mind, I ain't even gonna go there because I know that's something private to her. And I'm gonna give you more respect than you done gave me. But this wasn't a one-way street as far as who's supporting who. In the middle of being homeless and hungry, when you was going through it, I made sure I was there. When you got some news that fucked you up, I made sure I was there. When bitches was on this app dragging you for whatever reason, I made sure I was there. I made sure I was there. You know why I made sure I was there? Because you stay getting dragged on this bitch. And nobody comes to help you. The one person motherfuckers knew was gonna stand up for you was me. I'm really trying to show some respect. Because the thing is, when I take it to hell, I remain there. I got into it with Leola about therapists. Why? Because Leola was telling me, therapists ain't cool. And I said, stop, Leola. I'm just reading through all the times that I really was riding for you. And the only time it looked like you really text me back is when you had some bullshit to tell me. She did cock it. And my ass, just like I tell everybody else, I'm like, man, leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And all I see is just me texting. It looked like I like this bitch. Let me start here. Yeah, let me start here. This was May 12th. And this is when things... Matter of fact, no. I'm not leaving shit out. Fuck that. First time we got into it was the K-Dub shit. When you decided to assume some shit and then you was wrong and had to apologize. That was number one. Right? And he was apologizing for a minute. I just was like, all right, bro. Like, that was kind of weird, but okay. You could have talked to me. Right? 2, off the top of my head right now, I can count 5 people that send me screenshots consistently of you in comment sections. You in panels where they dragging me. Now, I know you did say I told people not to be in the comment sections and chat sections and panels arguing behind me. But do that mean sit there while they dragging me? I'm confused because I ain't know it meant that. I tell people don't be in these comments windmilling for me because I don't need that. I don't need y'all doing that. Bella, don't be on my motherfucking live. They're going to get you for aiding and abetting. You know I'm a fugitive. I told everybody. I said it on my live. I don't want y'all out here windmilling for me. I don't. I don't like to see other people get attacked on behalf of me. So, yes, I did. Hey, Cream. I did say that. But me saying I don't want y'all to be attacked because y'all cool with me is not me saying sit in comments or sit in lives where they dragging me and just roll with it. That's not the same thing. I don't need nobody to defend me. But what I do need is for people that's my so-called friends to not be so comfortable in spaces where they shitting on me. You ain't got a windmill for me. But why is you around when bitches is dragging me? And I never tripped about it. Right? It is what it is. You know how many motherfucking times people done send me screen recorders and screenshots? Look at therapists. You know how many months everybody around me been telling me get the fuck from around that girl? Huh? Months. And all of them can tell you, I vouch for her every time. Every time. And that's private. You run around talking about how you got dragged because of me. Let's clock it. Let's be real. You don't get dragged because of me. You get dragged because of the way you act. Sonya and Miss Love T. Neal, since that's her name, now I'm going to call her by her TikTok name. These is people I talk to. These is people with my number. Just like her. These is friends. Motherfuckers been telling me. And every time I say, man, I just feel like she just need a real nigga. If she get a real nigga friend, she is like, I feel like she'll be cool. I'm talking about therapist cream. Every time. I make excuses for you every time. Like, Captain. Oh. Did I say it wrong? Because I don't know what that example is you gave. I roll for you every time. And don't let it have been on this app. If I was aware of it, I was there. You talking about I let you get dragged. When? When? Run it back to me. When? Since you've been on this app and been getting dragged, I step in front of you every time. Every fucking time. What the fuck is you talking about? Let me read this for me. May. Because you so mad about me going live, right? Mind you, I ain't call you out your name. I ain't disrespect you. I said how I felt. And I'm going to say why I said it on live instead of via text message. We're going to read why I didn't tell you on text. Why I felt like I can't come and talk to you. Because it never fucking matters. So hold on. And then I've told you plenty of times. I'm the one told you. You don't gotta leave with money. It's like that's your makeup. You trying to buy followers. You're not trying to tell people follow me because I'm a mental health specialist and I can give y'all good wisdom. You telling motherfuckers to follow you because you give away money. Maybe it's you. Cause I ain't using you. Motherfuckers that hit me on the back end and said, bro, that bitch ain't your friend, but get what you can get out of her. And I said in private, where nobody got to know, bro, I'm not going to do that, bro. I really rock with her. The fuck? I said, so all I'm going to say is this. Because it is obvious there are phone calls being made to you about me by that girl. This is when I was still a moderator for therapists and I was in her live. And Rose was blowing her phone up because she think I'm stupid. Rose was blowing her phone up because she was mad about me modding in the comments. I don't care about her being in her feelings, and I'm not going to tolerate disrespect from her in your space or anywhere else. Her talking over me when I'm trying to ask you something or talk to you, that's on purpose. This was the Glock situation when her and Glock and Rose was up there, and I wanted to make sure she was okay because I went into her live and she was crying. So I went in the panel to make sure that she was cool. But I don't support you. Here's why Rose is in the middle of it. Because around April, and that's going to come up, around April, me and therapist had a conversation, right? Because I had got a screenshot from somebody, yet another one, from somebody telling me that she was in Rose's live when they was talking shit about me, so I called her phone. And that's what she told me. No, I wasn't talking shit about you, but it's funny that happened because Rose was just telling me how she sabotaged you on purpose and she's going to stir up some shit between us. So we had a whole conversation about, damn, it's crazy that she admitted that in 4K and now she's turning around and do it. So since we know that's going to go on, we're not going to allow it to happen, right? Right? We're not going to allow somebody to do what they said they was going to do. Cool. And here's a little news flash, right? I got everything recorded. Everything on screenshot. Play with me if you fucking want. I swear to God. And you want to know why? Because you had already moved wrong too many times. You be misconstruing shit way too much. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Listen. That's my point, though. You run around talking about what you all the fighting you did for me as if it wasn't reciprocal. Then you trying to make it seem like I really just disrespected you so bad. We all was on my live yesterday. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't say you was a bad friend. What I said was you need to admit that the way that you handle this girl is much more than friendship because you ain't that good of a fucking friend. That's what the fuck I said. And you admitted it yourself. Didn't you just say today, well, I don't even answer the phone for my best friends in real life, but you running behind this bitch. You just admitted what the fuck I said yourself. Your real friends, you ain't picking up the phone. But this bitch that told the whole world you kidnapped her when you're a fucking therapist, you running up behind her big fat ass. You admitted what the fuck I said. But let me calm down, bro. Her talking over me when I'm trying to ask you something or talk to you is disrespectful. That's on purpose because she knows I'm not going to just take it. Then she can pretend to be outraged and start shit. This is about Rose. She has already told you what her plan is. Keep in mind, I told you. Therapist called me and told me, or I called her, whatever one it is. We was on the phone and she told me the girl is trying to start shit on purpose. So that's why I said she already told you what her plan is. You've even acknowledged how brazen and bold she was with it. So if you allow her to in turn actually do that when she's told you her plan, then I can't change that. I value all my friends, but I'm not going to battle with her. I've never asked you to choose and don't have an opinion on who you hang with, but I make you choose. Okay. But I don't want conversations going on about me without me. I don't let people talk to me about you, period. And I don't allow disrespect to my friends. I ask the same. And again, anybody can vouch. Motherfuckers, ain't nobody that I'm cool with like this bitch, bro. Nobody. But they be cordial and they be respectful because of me. After I said all that, she said, I went and rewatched the live. Who are you referring to? Has anyone been saying anything? I said, like I said, when you can call me, please. Now, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but since narratives are not being spun, it's addressed. I'm gonna address it. Hey there, I'm out with my baby dad's birthday lunch. What narrative is being spun? Glock is now creating narratives that I jumped up to stop them from telling you what you needed to hear because I was scared of being cut off and all this other crap, cut off for money. Because that's what that's what Rose has been putting in her head. Trina just wants you for money. Trina just da-da-da-da. Trina just da-da-da. And even though the bitch told you, she gonna purposely try to pull some shit, you went with it anyway. But okay. Okay. Bet. I'm not sure what you have going on. I also saw you unmodded me. The thing that's killing me is you and I had a phone conversation about this shit. And I even said people would do this. And it is still happening. So it is what it is. I've been nothing but a friend. And I notice things like you naming names earlier, the people you gonna keep around. And if I recall, I've been in almost all your lives, regardless of my own shit trying to support. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like bullshit. And that's because she had named out a list of people who she gonna keep around and real friends and didn't say my name. And yes, I felt some type of way because I come to your page and I support your live because I know you're trying to grow your platform. So, bitch, don't try to exclude me like I'm not a real friend and these bitches that was just talking about you 2 weeks ago are. The fuck? She said, I unmodded everyone, not just you. I don't talk to Glock like that, so I didn't tell her anything. I said, okay, but Glock talks to Rose. And it is clear y'all are having conversations regarding me. I'm not even going to give this no life because, again, I told you this was the plan. And you told me yourself that Rose said she would intentionally try fucking with my life again. And she is doing just that. So I'm going to just shut my mouth and focus on me. I ain't got time for this. She said, wait, who is having conversations regarding you? Who said that I'm confused? Is she upset at the exchange y'all had in my room? That's what I gathered. I didn't even respond. I said, send me that live later. I need a copy of it ASAP. I'm not doing the lives. She said, to be fair, since everyone on the panel was trying to be encouraging, I won't do that. I would rather play the clips of the live with both you and Glock in my space if y'all want to clear things up. My bad. I was taking a nap. I got home and was all sick. I said, okay, let's do that ASAP with the live plan. the shit going on right now I'm not okay with. And anytime a narrative was spun about you as a friend, I always stood tall with the truth. I didn't drag or disrespect anyone in that live, and I apologize for switching the vibe just trying to be a friend. That's not what is being told. And of course, Rose is front and center to lie. You told me out your own mouth she admitted to fucking with my support/friendships, and she would do it again, and she's legit doing what she told you, and you can't see it. But again, I don't tell anyone who to talk to, but I'm not gonna be lied on. So when can you go live and play the live? This was the first Mother's Day without my mama, and it has been horrible. I text her that at 9:04 on May 12th. She never responded. I text her back Monday, May 13th at 2:52 a.m. So question, I know you were getting your subs up, but did you plan on telling me these thoughts and opinions? I noticed your silence throughout the lives and lies, and that is noted. However, I've never spoken about you before speaking with you. At this point, I don't want you to clear nothing up on my behalf. But if you're going to talk to the internet about me, wouldn't you want to tell me first as your friend? She said, I want to share my perspective of Kiana live on sub only. I'm creating boundaries with how and what I say. Context. This was the live Kiana had with K-Dub, when she had K-Dub and them up there and they was re-going over the situation. Therapist was streaming that live on sub only. I cannot subscribe. So I text her and said, did you want to talk to me about how you feel before you enter an environment where I'll never hear what you're saying? And she said, I want to share my perspective of Kiana's live on sub only. I'm creating boundaries with how and what I say. That was your third strike. The difference between me and you is when I let it go, I let it go. You've been holding on. You've been feeling like I'm a liar for what you said a month and ain't said shit. You yourself said you found out I was a liar a month ago and ain't said nothing anytime I had an issue with you. I brought it up. I don't keep tabs. I don't keep tabs with my friends. If it's a problem, nigga, I'ma say it right then. I'm not about to sit up here and try to do no tally board and then throw it all at you when it's mad day. That's not a friend. How the fuck I'm supposed to know you had a problem a month ago that you just now telling me? Then you want to tell the world and try to make me out to be a liar. Bitch, it ain't the same. Is you crazy? It's not the same. And if we being technical, you really can't be mad about me going live because, again, this conversation I'm reading right now on May 13th was because you were streaming a live that was about me where bitches was bald-faced lying. Kay was in the motherfucking live. We know what she was saying. And you was not only was you streaming it, but then you went on sub only. And not sub only chat, you went sub only viewers. I said, okay. Well, as you know, I don't have the ability to subscribe, so I will note that as well. Good night. I ain't go off. I ain't cuss you out. I ain't try to make you do nothing. Hey, do what you do, my baby. Noted. Because I ain't never did that to you. And anytime a false narrative was spun, I cleared it up in 2.5. When the fuck did I let you get dragged and didn't say nothing? Let me know. When was this? When was this, babe? When? And then when you were streaming Kiana live, I was streaming you, streaming her live. So try to deny it if you want to, nigga, because we was there. Huh? I ain't get mad at you behind that. I asked you to just respect me as a friend, and whatever the fuck you about to say to these people that I'm not going to ever be privy to, do you want to say it to me first? And you said no. I said bet. But you mad I went live? Get the fuck out of here. Now this was on the 13th. She texted me Tuesday, May 14th at 12:16. I think this weekend was a lot of emotions, so I was being quiet to let us both think clearly. I listened to Kiana live in all perspectives. My only question is, have you ever inflated the amount of money you needed from me? Not just others, me. I responded the next day, Wednesday, May 15th at 3:21. I said, so I had to give myself time to respond so I didn't text out of hurt or anger, feeling betrayed. That being your only question or sentiment after you sat back and watched me be fucking drugged with lies, after you called me and told me Eliana admitted to causing chaos in my life on purpose and would do so again, yet you still fought for it. Not only did you fall for it, you threw me under the bus. Yet again, without the respect or courtesy to a friend to have a conversation with me before you got to talking on Sub Only Live, knowing damn well I cannot subscribe. I have always corrected the narrative, not just for you, but anyone I call friend when they were being attacked with lies and you spit in my face. Then the one time you come to converse, you asking me some shit that another bitch done stuck in your head because you conversing about me with everyone but me and not realizing these bitches don't want shit but us to fall out, so they tell on you every chance they get. To be honest, it's a lot of audacity to text me, questioning me, and not even checking to see if I'm okay after you sat back and let me deal with lies about who I am while you watched and built your platform. Fuck out of here. Because again, that was the live she was streaming with when Kiana had K-Dub and them up. And Rose and Glock and them. Rose was up there too. And they was trying to spin this whole narrative. And you really streaming this shit and you're saying nothing. Then I said, it is clear I'm not a friendship that you value. I accept that. Money doesn't make friendship. Loyalty does. Reciprocity does. Truth does. Her response, I haven't talked about you on Sub Only. Did you inflate any amount of money you needed from me at any time? I said, girl, it's best you stop talking to me for today, for real. You sound stupid as fuck. I've showed you what I had to pay for. You let a bitch you thirsty to fuck get in your head, and I'm not about to fall in line with it. I would respect the question had you asked it before you started conversing about me with others, but you didn't. From now on, I'm treating folks with the same respect they treat me. Ask the bitch you talking to for answers. Because again, therapists used to be one of the main people vouching for my credibility when it came to crowdfunding. So now you'd had a conversation with the hamburger and you asking me have I lied and then skipped over everything I just told you about how I'm feeling. Yes, I'm pissed. I just sat here and ran down to you how I really feel. I feel like you shitted on me. I feel like you spit in my face. I said them words verbatim. And your response is to ask me some shit another bitch put in your head, bro? I'm pissed. So I said, you sound stupid as fuck. I've showed you what I had to pay for. You let a bitch you thirsty to fuck get in your head, and I'm not about to fall in line with it. I respect the question had you asked it before you started conversing about me with others, but you didn't. So from now on, I'm treating folks with the same respect they treat me. Ask the bitch you talking to for answers. I haven't talked about you with anybody. You're assuming that. Bye. Please stop talking to me for today. If you have a response, you can save it in your notes. She said, I asked you an honest question. You said you wouldn't have a problem if I had an honest question. I said, girl, you think I'm stupid? Or your little sister or something? Then you respond to nothing I said about how you let me get dragged as a friend and used it as fuel to build your platform. I'm going to stop responding because my feelings is hurt and I feel betrayed and sadness is quickly turning into rage and I don't need it. She said, I'm not using you as fuel. I have not spoke on you, so what do you mean? There has been plenty of time I have fought for you and you were not there for plenty of hours, so miss me with that. If I wanted a little sis you, I would have beat around the bush with the same question. Now I'm seeing what people said when they ask you questions about money, you get upset. At first, I just said, okay. But then I doubled back. I said, I'm also seeing what people said. You are easily influenced and have trouble thinking for yourself. I legit show you what I'm buying. You've asked me questions many times before. Was I ever mad? No. I'm mad now because you ignored everything I told you I felt to ask me something on behalf of someone else. It wasn't a random question of curiosity. You can't gaslight me, my baby. She said, I have never asked you a question on someone else's behalf. I have always refused to ask you anything that's not from me alone. You can't possibly think I was against you behind someone else when that ain't never been the case. But it was the case, because wasn't you against me behind K-Dub and you had to apologize for it? Oh, okay. Have you ever inflated the amount of money you needed from me? How many times? I said, how many times you need me to answer the same question? Do you remember calling me to tell me that Eliana admitted to ruining my support and would do it again? And to be honest, I didn't think that. But every real friend I have is legit concerned for me having a relationship with you. And that's facts. And I have vouched for your character. Facts. Repeatedly. Facts. Can't excuse this weekend at all because it wasn't no excusing it. You sat there and watched me get dogged and didn't clear up shit when you knew it was bullshit. Period. Can't excuse this weekend at all. I've tried. Since you're comfortable asking me questions and ignoring what I'm telling you, I feel and gaslight me about it because it doesn't make sense to you. We can skip any conversation, including small details, and stick straight to answering each other's questions. Once you answer mine, we can proceed. Since I've been answering one of yours, this is my boundary for this conversation to regulate my emotions. She said, you haven't answered the question. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd use the context clues. No, I have not. Your turn. I've also never told you it was for one thing and it was for something else. 2 for 1 for you. She said, yes, I told you what she said in her live when you called me and asked me about me laughing. I said, do you also remember, and that was in response to me asking her, do you remember calling me and telling me that Rose said in 4K she was going to sabotage me? She said, yes, I told you what she said in her live when you called me and asked about me laughing. I responded and said, do you also remember telling me you were starting to recognize how she was intentionally trying to start shit between us? She said, yes, based on what she said in that live. I said, okay, I have no further questions. Do you have any? I said, oh, wait, so you said earlier you're starting to see what people mean. I get mad about money questions. Had that ever happened before? That reaction to something you're asking. Let me rephrase. Had I ever gotten upset with you for asking clarifying questions before this conversation? Her answer, no. So you trying to make it seem like I'm mad because you asking me about some money? Bullshit. I never had a problem. Never had a problem with it. So trying to spin it in this conversation like that's the reason I'm mad, I wasn't going for it. Because you didn't ask me before and I never had a problem. So, okay. I said, awesome. So then common sense would tell anyone looking in that I wasn't upset about the question asked. I was upset about my feelings being disregarded because my emotions are not something I share often, and they're not. So when I share them with you and a bitch don't give a fuck, I feel some type of way. And being hurt versus being mad is new. Because, and if Nish still in here, she could tell you. I was literally texting them like, bro, I think the reason why I'm so fucked up is not because I'm mad. I think my feelings hurt. But okay. But no worries. Thank you for answering. Do you have any questions for me? She said, I have been there for you consistently up through the last few days with giving you space after emotions seem high. But you weren't giving me space after emotions seem high. You was not responding and not giving a fuck about the fact I told you my feelings is hurt. I feel like you spit in my face. That wasn't giving me space because my emotions was high. You didn't give a fuck. But okay. I have not talked about you or answered any questions regarding you. I don't have any other questions as long as you are honest with me. Thanks for answering my questions. Have a good one. She responds to me saying I vouched for her character with, if people who have known you longer say they are concerned, even though I have not done anything to show otherwise, then go with it. I have proven myself to you and your other friends. I respond and say, funny, you had no issue bringing up what people said, but when I bring up my friends, you have an attitude about it. Again, do you need anything else from me? Because you texting me feeling some type of way that I'm telling you after you told me, oh, I see what people mean. You get upset about money. So I said, I can see what people saying too. You ain't the only motherfucker that's got people in their ear. Now you feel some type of way? Miss me with it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, baby. She responds, said, since this week, she the type you gotta really spell it out. So I had to send her a screenshot and circle it. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You telling me, oh, now I see what people said when they asked you questions about money. That's what I'm talking about, babe. In this conversation, we're not talking about in general. Because that's another thing she likes to do. We'll be in a specific situation, but you want to talk about our whole interaction as a whole from jump. Quit playing with me. You cannot, do y'all know who my mom, do y'all know who I was raised by? You cannot play with me. Bitch, I learned how to navigate through a narcissist as a kid. You can't do it. I said, I'm talking about this conversation only. Well, in this conversation, we both mentioned others once. I said my point exactly. She said, so how you going to be upset with me when you brought others up first? At this point, bitch, you playing with me. So I said, again, do you need anything else from me? Nope, I'm okay. I said, I didn't bring up others first. Go back and read. Correction, today I did. I guess I got confused because you've been bringing up others first. There's no I guess. You did. Have a good one. She said, okay. Then she responded the next day. Hey there. After reading this text, I wanted to clear up a few things for record-keeping purposes. First, I didn't call you about Rose. You called me and asked me about her live. Someone sent you a recording of her live and you called me to ask about me laughing. Secondly, I didn't throw you under any... I didn't throw you under any bus. You're assuming. As far as not coming to your rescue, there have been plenty of times I fought for you without you, and you don't even know about it because I don't bring you mess like your other friends, which is a bold-faced lie. I can show you this text thread. It's full of mess. Full of mess. Full of it. Only reason why I didn't show them first text messages is because a lot of the people who you were snitching on, you cool with them now. So I ain't gonna do you like that. But okay. She say, thirdly, I am confused at your frustration with me assuming I'm talking to folks about you when you have admitted to having conversations about me. I said, okay. If you are no longer interested in a friendship with me for whatever reason, just say that instead of throwing out assumptions. Again, I said, okay, because I'm trying to keep my composure. She said, do you want to end our friendship? I said, I'm out enjoying the day with my daughter. You disregarded my feelings and decided not to converse with me when I was open to doing so. At this time, I'm not. I'm still processing and I'm not open to speaking. Thank you. She said, okay, no problem. I said, but I will say this. Don't try to come for the people that care about me. You're also assuming. Show me where I've admitted to conversing about you. People that genuinely love me and my daughter and care about my peace voice their opinions on publicly displayed behavior. I always defend your character to the point I've cut someone off for not respecting you. You trying to clear up that our call is cute. But the fact remains you are the one that relayed that information to me. You heard the plan with your own ears, then fell right into it. And the more I think about it, I'm not even mad. From now on, I'm setting much tighter regulations, boundaries, and standards. However, it is not only people around me. I've seen dozens of people on TikTok call you out for the same things. So clearly people are seeing something I'm not, which is what I'm processing. But don't come for those that care about me. And you do bring me mess. Do I need to screenshot our text thread? We bring each other the happenings on TikTok because I called you quote unquote friend and I believed you viewed me as a friend also. You are playing obtuse, also pretending not to understand why I was upset. I wrote out a long message on how I feel and you blew it off to ask me a question that up until the weekend you yourself have always defended me on. My integrity with crowdfunding. You blew off every word I said to get to what you wanted. Fuck my feelings. That's what made me mad because I don't treat friends that way. Soon as I seen or heard you crying, I'm right there. I never sit back and watch my friends hurt. And I don't keep score how many times I ride for them because it's natural, it's my character and integrity. I do it for anyone if I know the truth, period. And when I called and told you a fake page sent me screenshots of you and her live laughing, and that's when you revealed what she said about her plot and how she purposely caused chaos in my life before, you had a light bulb moment because she actually acted on what she told you in 4K, and you were shocked at how bold she was to say on live, then turn around and do it. She responded, she didn't say she would ruin your life or cause chaos. She said if she find out you are scamming new people, she would let them know to be careful. You added the chaos and ruin your life part. Well, people have talked about us both, and the majority of the people who didn't fuck with me was behind me supporting you. So let's not act like you have sacrificed so much on my behalf when you ain't done no more for me than I've done for you. What's the real issue here? Let me take that back, though. Because this whole time I've been saying, you said Rose would admit to causing chaos. Your first time saying, no, that's not what she said, you adding that in was, what date is this? 6 days after the initial talks about it. So I don't even believe that part. I ain't even catch that. She said, I didn't disregard your emotions. I asked clarifying questions to the information you brought me. Now, y'all just heard what I read, right? Did she address in any way, shape, or form the fact that I felt that my feelings were hurt? The fact that I felt like she didn't clear up the lies when she knew the truth? The fact that I felt like she had spit in my face? Did she address that in any way, shape, form, or fashion? No. You did not. That is why I was upset. Because I told you I feel some type of way and you did not care. So she say, lastly, I didn't disregard your emotions. I asked clarifying questions to the information you brought to me. So the fact that before Kiana Live, you was already accusing me of stuff. Before I asked my question, you was already giving smoke. When I heard Rose share how things unfolded with y'all on Kiana Live, I saw the same things happening to me. Then Sunday, folks DM me asking if we friends because you threw shots at me at your live. I said, I've been getting them type of DMs and comments since I allowed you back into my space from the first time with the K-Dub shit. Oh, okay, I got you, Jazz. I've been doing that. I've been getting them. Since the K-Dub shit. People been telling me, man, don't fuck with that girl. Screenshots and screen recordings galore. So I don't care to even address that. Anytime somebody says you're a trash friend, I stick up for you, period. It ain't about sacrifice more, yet the fuck again, you playing dumb. It's about I have always tried to show you respect, and I have always made that a requirement for everyone else, literally. When you and Sony got to arguing, I dropped y'all both. I don't let my friends be disrespected, even by each other. My moral code is different than most, and this is something I know. If you feel the way Rose is feeling, by all means, do what you need to do, Dominique. I said, funny, all I remember from you was Trina never treated me funny. Trina always stood for me. Trina never got mad at me for no reason. Trina never hid info for me. Now, conveniently, the story is different. After this weekend, I say I felt hurt and played. And you want me to address what? Because you've yet to actually care about what I told you I feel. At this point, I see you only cared about the monetary interaction, and I gave you the answers to that. What more do we need to discuss? I'm in the middle of a lot, as you know. I don't have time for frenemies. Flat the fuck out. You either give a fuck or you don't. And I'm processing you don't. And from now on, don't bring up shit to me regarding Hamburglar. Ain't no way a bitch tell you that she about to play games and you still go for it. Don't mention her to me, period. And I'll do the same. She said, "Why you keep bringing up Rose? This has nothing to do with her. This has everything to do with you. It's not that I disregarded your emotions. I just wasn't going to allow you to deflect from the question as one of my boundaries. I appreciate straightforward answers, and the way you have disrespected me in these past few days shows me the value I really had." It's got everything to do with her. I said, I'm setting a boundary and it isn't negotiable. And to be honest, again, since you've yet to even give a damn about how I told you I felt, I'm not going to address what you feel about your assumed value. Again, do what you have to do. It takes more than money to be a friend, love. And no, you brought up Rose. Do I need to screenshot it? Then I sent her the screenshot because actually, you brought up Rose. You said, when I heard Rose share how things unfolded with y'all and Kiana live, I saw the same things happen to me. You brought her up, baby. Not me. I said, that message is why I said stop bringing her up to me. I don't mind at all reminding you of what you said, for record-keeping purposes. I brought her up. Trina is deflecting from what she did yesterday. We already talked all this on the back end. Who is we? Who is you? Bitch, why you ain't come on your real page? I'm not deflecting. I'm starting from the top, therapist. Because you just sat on your live. First off, you try to make it seem like I was cutting you off over here and I wasn't letting you speak. Bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. It was my turn to talk when you dropped. It was my turn to talk when you dropped. You're being weird. We could have went live together. I sent you how many invites, bro? I don't got no problem standing on business. If I mixed up words, if I missed words, because I'm in the middle, I just left a motherfucking hospital nigga with a panic attack, I take that. You don't want shit to really come out because you're lying. First off, I did not.
Well, let this shit really come out then.
First off,
and show the people these messy texts that we sent back and forth where I was talking about.
No, yeah, I'm starting from the top.
Yeah, send them show them the messy. I'm starting from the top. I want them to know about the messy where I was talking about people. You said I was talking about other people, so expose.
No, I didn't say you was talking about other people.
You just said that. You said it's full of mess.
No, listen. What I said was, when you said in the text messages, unlike your other friends, I don't bring you mess. I said, yes, you do. Do I need to screenshot our thread? We bring each other mess from TikTok.
What mess did I bring you? Show the people the mess I sent you. I want you to show the people the mess besides the AK live.
Say less.
Something else other than the AK live.
Say less. Say less. You sent me a message with somebody being mad at me about my infertility comment.
Yes, because people were DMing me.
That's
not mess, Trina. You was talking about Trip and her infertility on live, and people was messaging me in the back end saying, "Therapist, are you going to stand for this as a fertility warrior?" So I reached out to you and said, "Trina, I understand where you was coming from when you said what you said."
Are you going to let me finish?
But it's still what. That's not mess, though.
Are you going to let me finish? I said one thing. You gonna let me finish? I don't want you to try to sit up and explain away every little thing I said.
Okay, but that's not mess. I'm
you
asking for
asked me
mess
to
where I
give you
was sharing mess with you about other people.
So you gonna let me finish? Cause that's just one. I'm at the top. I done went all the way to the top of the thread. You gonna let me finish? So that was the first time. Second time, you sent me a screenshot with Michelle because Michelle had inboxed you about me. You sent me that. You said, I'm sure she a messy white tea woman now. You and Michelle back cool. So that's why I didn't say nothing with that. Because I know Michelle come to your page to support you. So I didn't want to say that. Let me keep going. You messaged me and about the Chrissy lady. That's mess. Let's see what else.
What did I message you about Chrissy? What?
That she was on live talking about me.
You was in that live too, weren't you? Because that was Chasing
No,
Kudos live.
I wasn't. That's why you told me.
So what date was that?
Excuse me?
What date was that?
Oh, I didn't already scroll past. You didn't ask me about dates. You asked me to let you know
So
about
you just
mess.
read it though. So what date was that?
Listen, you asked me, because see, this is what you do. When you get proved wrong, you try to go in and
No,
try
I
to
mean,
move.
if you're proving me wrong, give all the context to it. It's cool to prove me wrong.
Excuse
Go
me,
ahead.
are you going to let me speak?
I'm looking for the mess. Where's the mess at?
So if you be quiet and quit trying to move the goalposts and
I'm
now
fine. I'm asking for the mess.
so just listen. So just listen.
Okay.
Bet. So I gave you how many already? It was, let's start back at the top. Since you want dates, I'll give you that too. Let's start back at the top. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So the fertility thing was when? That was Saturday, April 20th. Okay. Let me see. The Michelle message was April 30th, 3:02 p.m. The Chrissy message was also April 30th, 8:33. I text you and asked what Leola did at May 3rd, because remember I said it ain't just you, it's both of us that be talking to each other on the back end about TikTok shit. I asked you about Leola and what was going on. And I stuck up for you with Leola since you trying to make it seem like you the only person be riding. You text me May 4th about having to go to Chasing
What
Pillows
did I
live.
say about Leola?
Excuse me.
Other than that fallout that we had on $2 panel when I went to Atlanta.
Again, I asked you what happened with Leola. That was me. I'm giving both of us.
That was, but you asked me, I told you what happened. The same thing that I said in 4K is the same thing I said on the back end. So that's not mess. Because the same thing I said to Leola on the panel.
Okay, well, that was my message. So I'm trying to include both of us. That was me texting you. So if you're saying I wasn't being messy, then that's fine. Let's move on.
I don't think it was messy for you to ask me if it was in 4K that it happened. You weren't there. That ain't mess.
Okay. Well, again, I'm giving both of us because I don't want to make it sound like you the only person text me about or text about TikTok stuff. I'm giving both of us because I text about TikTok stuff too. And since I gave 3 for you, when I seen that I text you about something TikTok too, that's why I threw that in there. We ain't got to include it though. Let's see. Let me keep going. This is May 4th. Tea time is sending for us. I'll only go if you going. Other than that, I ain't going. That's mess, right? Hello? Hello? Telling me about a live with somebody I don't like, dragging me. That's mess. What happened? Let's keep going. You shared me a live with AK on May 7th. But you said not to include that. So I ain't going to include it.
Sorry, y'all. I had to go pee. What was the question?
You said, oh, I asked you, is it messy for you to have texted me and told me that Tea Time was summoning us?
No, because Junior Bone came in and asked me to come over there in 4K. So I text you on the back end and said, hey, Tea Time is telling us to come over there. You ended up going. I didn't go. So, I mean,
Yeah, I went because you had told me I was getting summoned and dragged.
yeah, I didn't say dragged. I said Tea Time was summoning us both.
Okay.
That's mess. It was done in 4K. You're talking to me about shit that was done in 4K. The only thing
No,
that
no, no,
wasn't
no,
done in
no. I'm not talking to
4K,
you. No, no, no.
you're
I'm
not
not
the
talking to
only
you about
thing that
shit done in
wasn't done in
4K.
4K was fucking the Michelle thing where I called Michelle a messy YT
I'm not
woman.
talking to you about things done in 4K. You asked me a specific question. When
No,
have I?
you said you want to expose all of this shit you're saying is stuff that everybody had already saw on live. I was reiterating things that already happened in 4K, so it wasn't mess. The only messy thing that I sent you was saying that Michelle was a messy YT woman. That was messy. But other than
Did
that,
anybody in here? And I'm not done. That's the
everything
thing.
else was done in 4K.
I'm
And then
not
my
done.
my my question with this is, Trina, when we already talked about on the back end your grievances like 3 weeks ago, we talked on the phone. Why are you redredging this up after we had already? This is deflecting from what you did yesterday. You went live yesterday because you was upset. You see me throw Kels a cheetah, then you see me giving all the energy to Rose on live. You was really mad about that, but you're using this to deflect and say, see, therapist was a bad friend, but you failed to tell them that we already had a back end conversation about all the text you reading in regards to us falling out in text message. Like, why are you
Hey, guess what?
bringing that up when we've
Guess what?
already laid that to rest? You bringing that back up
Guess what?
to deflect from yesterday.
Guess what? Not only did I say why I was mad yesterday, I said today, I'm going to start from the top. You've heard me say that several times because you went to your live and you said you found out I was a liar a month ago. You went to your live
I
and you
did.
said,
So I was explaining
and
why
do
I
you see
stopped
how you
giving
keep
you
cutting me
money.
off? But you
I
claim you
explained why I
dropped
stopped giving
because
you
I was cutting
money.
you off. But
Because
you
you
keep
told
cutting
me,
me off. This is
you
another,
told
this
me
is a
that the
perfect example of what I'm
SSRI
talking about.
was
You standing up on your good
319.
foot with me, but a bitch dragged you and you let her. That is my point. That's you continue to
No,
prove my
your point
point.
is that you're trying to prove that I'm a bad friend and I misused you, but yet you're the only
I never
one
said
that
bad. And that's another thing. Clock that. Play the recording that you listen to. I never said bad. I said you up here, up under this bitch ass, doing everything under the sun after she dogged you. And you're claiming it's because of who you are as a friend, and it's not.
What are
That's
you
what I
talking about?
said.
I've stood up for you way more than I've stood up for her, and I've given you way more money than I've given to her. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Bitch, I'm talking about how you talking to me now, but you let that bitch drag you.
You
That's
went
what
live
I'm
on me
talking
yesterday
about.
and expected for me not to say a fuck thing about it. You went live on me yesterday with no conversation with me and expect me not to say shit about it. Now you
Therapist.
mad because of how I'm
First
talking to
off,
you
first
now?
off, you're not about to
Come
get
the
me
hell
mad
on.
because you
Be
distracted me
for
from
real,
reading the shit
Trina.
I was supposed to be reading. You distracted me from reading
No,
the
go
shit I was
ahead and
supposed to be
read it.
reading.
Read all of what you got to read. Let me go back
But
on mute.
this is what I'm gonna say. Let me address why I didn't call you. Therapist, how many times have I text your phone and say, bro, I feel like I'm about to off myself. Can you talk? And do you respond? When I call your phone to try to vent or want somebody to talk to, do you answer the phone? So now all of a sudden I'm supposed to assume that we can have a conversation? I had to hawk you down the last time we had a conversation. So no, how many times you want me to do that? When I see how you coming with the next bitch that's dead wrong. How many times you want me to do it?
Did you not hear my friend who I know in real life, or did you not
And
know that
prove my point even more. I
I
sure
don't
did.
be answering my phone in text like that because I own a fucking business, Trina.
Okay, so
More
if you
than
say
just
you don't be
personal
answering your
shit
phone
comes
in
through my
text,
phone.
why do you feel like I'm gonna keep calling you if you say yourself you don't answer the phone?
Okay, well, if you was gonna say, if you were like, listen, I'm so mad
And
at
you
you and
on
I'm
live
about to go
every day,
live.
but you're so busy and so you can't answer the phone, but you on live every day. Man, quit playing with me.
And then I jump off a live when I gotta go into session like I did yesterday. You was playing my live. Didn't I get off to go into session because I have work? Didn't I get off? Well, you don't know, but this morning I got off because I had a meeting with one of my staff. So I get off, come back on when I can between breaks. But in the next damn 3 minutes here, it's about to be the same thing. You can talk all you want to talk, and say whatever you want to say, because my problem was this. My only problem was, why did you mislead me to believe that your antidepressant, the one I told you I wanted you to pay for with the money I was sending you, why did you mislead me to think that antidepressant was $3.19 when it was $20? That's the problem.
Yeah, sure,
That's
real
why I quit
therapy.
sending you money. Why
Let me
did
know
you
when you
do
done.
that?
Because I ain't going to cut you off like you keep cutting me off. Let me know when you done. You done? Hello? You done?
I'm on mute. Go ahead.
Okay. Because I had already said, if in the middle of a whole bunch of shit, I fucked up and I said the wrong thing or I said the wrong name, I'll take that. And if you feel that because I said the wrong name that I lied to you or I misled you, I'll take that too. But do
That's
you
not what
see,
I said, though. That's not what
bro,
I
if you don't
said.
stop coming, like seriously,
But
because you
that's not what
literally
I
just went to
said.
your
You're
live and
lying.
told everybody
What
you
I
dropped out
said
my
was,
panel because I was yelling and crying. I wouldn't let you talk, but you've been cutting me off this whole time.
because you were lying. It ain't about the name. That's why I just said the antidepressant. No matter if it was Lexapro or Zoloft, you said the antidepressant was $3.17, right? It was not. It was 20 something dollars, as you played this morning when you called the pharmacy. So that's the part that I stopped giving you money for, because you told me the thing that I sent you money for was $3.17 when it wasn't. It was $20. That's the point. Now I'm finished. Go ahead.
Ooh, I almost got scared. So, like I said, if I'm being quite frank, I remember you asking me what I needed the most. I don't remember you telling me I needed a specific thing. I do remember you asking me what I needed the most, and I told you what I needed the most, and I got what I needed the most.
Nope, because I have no idea what
Please,
that
can
was.
you quit cutting me off, bro? Seriously, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. You're now trying to make it, you've moved the goalpost from your problem. Your original problem was the price. Now you're saying it's not the price, but you had me pay for the wrong medicine. When I called
No,
you,
that's not what I said. I said you misled me to believe that the antidepressant was $3.17 when it wasn't. It was $20. Stick with that.
first of all, nothing was $20. We just heard the prices. So let's clock that. Nothing was $20. I just called the pharmacy. If you need me to, I'll call them again. Let's clock that. Second, again, and I didn't record that conversation. Now I know better. You didn't specify depression medicine. You asked me what I needed the most. How can you specify some on my medications? You asked me what I needed the most, and I told you. Now, when I told you, if I told you the wrong name, because my point was to tell you the name of the shit that was the most expensive. I already said, if I told you the wrong name, I'd take that. But your original point was your medicine's not that much. That was your point. Now you've changed it to what I was taking. Was it Lexapro or was it Sertraline, which is damn near the same thing? Or I told you to get this and not that. No, what you asked me was, what do I need? And I told you that. Now, I could have very well said Lexapro and said the wrong fucking thing. I definitely would take that. And if you felt misled, I'd take that too. My problem is, why you wait a month later to when I got some issue with what you got going on, and now you want to say it. And then you're making it seem like, oh, well, she's a liar. That's why I quit giving her money. But in the same time, you turn around and say, but I did just give her some money 2 weeks ago, which you didn't give me shit. You paid me to do something, and I did it. And you say you didn't need it, but the only reason you doubled back was because I was the first person you asked, and then you changed your mind, and then you came back. So let's get that first. Let's get that straight. You mad about something that I have addressed since the beginning, and you keep trying to move the goalpost post, and I keep addressing it. You've yet to address anything that I said, because from jump, the first time we got into it, my problem was how you treating me. The second time we got into it, my problem was how you treating me. And this time, my problem is how you treating me. You trying to make it about a motherfucking cheetah. My point is, the energy you give me ain't the same. You set up and let Rose dog you and control the whole life. and still turn around and apologize, but you on this bitch going smooth off on me when I'm clearly in my feelings. That bitch don't give a fuck. And you sit there silently and you let her do it. But you going off on me. You go to your panel, you tell people you left and dropped out my box, didn't give a fuck because I was cutting you off when that wasn't true. You told people I was lying about the price, and then when I called and got the price, then you said, no, it was because I was supposed to pay for this and not that. My problem is the energy I'm giving. My sentiment has not changed. There's plenty of motherfuckers that can tell you ain't the only person I asked for help, my baby. You're not. You just somebody I thought I could trust as a friend, so I hit you on the back end. There's plenty of motherfuckers in this comment section that can tell you. I tell that bitch no all the time. They don't get no different treatment from me. It's more than, oh, I watched you do this for another person. I'm watching how you treat them. It's beyond the money. I'm watching how you treat them. And I'm like, well, damn. And I've been saying that. So you trying to make it about a fucking cheetah is what's irritating me. Because that's the thing you did the last time we got into it. That's why I was reading that. It ain't about rehashing shit. I'm trying to get
what did I do for other people?
Excuse me, I did not cut you off, bro. I'm trying to get people to understand why I'm so upset this time. Because this is the same shit. The first time when I tried to talk to you about how I felt, it turned into a money conversation. And it's happening again. That's why I read that.
Because you made it about money when you went live on me yesterday. You made it about money first yesterday. Talking about
no, I did not.
Her going around, giving what energy are you talking about? If it's not the money, if it's not the cheetah that I threw, then what are you talking about? What energy? How am I treating you?
What? Somebody what?
You're saying it's how you've been treating me. How? What have I done?
So you ain't so what you telling me is you ain't heard nothing I said, right?
I did, but the energy that you're saying that you're mad at, you haven't clarified what energy I have given you.
Can anybody in the comments tell me what I've said I'm upset about?
You said it's the energy. We all heard you say that.
I've given so many specific examples. Maybe you can't hear me because you keep cutting me off. I've given so many specific examples. It ain't even funny. I literally have.
Okay, well, comments, did I miss something? What's the did I miss what she said the energy was?
Let me break it down once more.
The specific behaviors.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Hey, friend, please let them know in the chat again how terrible I am at responding to calls and texts. My friend in real life that just entered the chat, thank you. Please reiterate to them that you called me.
See, that be that other shit. You always throwing shade, bro. I don't, man. That be the shit, bro.
Okay, well, you've been throwing shade, calling me bitch and cussing me out. So I mean, I guess it's up.
It ain't shade. I called you a bitch straight up to your face. That's not shade.
Okay, well, if I'm saying it in front of your face, it's not shade then.
It is, because you're talking about my real life friend. My friend in real life.
I want my friend to reiterate the fucking fact that she had called me this morning and I still have not returned her call. And she sees me here on live, but that doesn't mean that she's gonna stop being my fucking friend or feel like I care about somebody else more than her just because I didn't answer a fucking phone call. And I'm not your therapist. So if you're calling me, telling me you're going to unalive yourself, Trina, that's not a good thing to be calling me about, okay? Especially if you know that me answering the phone or me responding to text is shoddy. That's not something you should be texting me if you know I'm not consistent with that.
What the fuck does that mean?
You said you were about to unalive yourself. You called me or texted me.
What does that word mean that you just used?
What?
What the fuck do that word mean you just used?
What word?
You said it's me calling you and telling you that I don't want to be here no more is what?
That's not a good... If you know that I'm not consistent with answering my phone, why would you text me that kind of information? Why would you text me that? Why would I be the first person that you would text for that if I'm not your therapist and you know that I'm not consistent with answering texts and calls on my phone? Why would you text me something so severe like that? when you know the possibility of getting back to it could be much later.
I thought you were my friend and you're a
but
therapist
if you know
who
that
probably have mental health resources. Is
like
this a serious question?
If you know that you were in dire straits, why wouldn't you call somebody that could get to you quicker than me? Why? Especially if you know that I'm not consistent with answering phone calls and texts. Why would I be the one you would reach out to for that sensitive information at that time if you already know the chance of me answering could be slim?
Let me answer you, because I considered you a friend who was also a mental health professional. And if I could have stopped myself or found a way, just like, remember when I called you when I was having a panic attack and you sent me bilateral music? Did you remember that?
Yep, that was during the time that I was
in a motel, right?
That was during my beach trip, y'all. I sent that during my beach trip.
No, not the beach trip. This was when I was in the motel.
Yes, it was. That's when I sent you the bilateral music.
Therapist. This was when I was in the motel, baby. This was in April. Okay, I'm talking about the first time I ever called you when I was having a panic attack. The first time I ever called you.
And I sent you the bilateral music.
This was in April when I was in the motel room. Okay. Remember? Because Aubrey had left and went to her cousin's house. So you had helped me previously before, right? You brought me down, you calmed me down, and you sent me a resource. So that's why, because I considered you a friend who had previously helped me before. Bilateral music is like, it's like white noise type of music. I don't even really know that. I didn't know what the fuck it was till she sent it to me.
So I helped you before. I've helped calm you down before, but because I didn't get back to you on Saturday with the text about your work.
Why are you trying to make it a one-off thing?
Behind some situations we've already cleared up.
Why do you keep trying to make it a one-off thing? Why are you trying to like isolate the specific things I'm telling you? Just curious.
I'm isolating them because you're trying to spin a narrative. And so
it's
that's
not a
why
narrative. These are things that have gone on. I'm reading them.
I gotta clock it at every turn because you're trying to spin a narrative.
But you're not clocking nothing. You're not clocking nothing though.
You've been proving my point this whole time. That 911 should have been the first person that you called if you were in such dire straits. I'm clocking the fact that when you know that I'm actively going through something, you still feel like I should put my shit going to the side for you.
Whoa, time out. Time out. Have I not done the same? When I was sitting in a motel room crying, losing my motherfucking mind, can barely feed me and my kids.
Did I call you and
when you was going through some shit, did I ignore you or was I there?
For anything? Did I call you and ask you? Did I text you and ask you for anything? Did I?
I wasn't going. Hold on, because this is the thing. I wasn't gonna do this, but since we going there, I will. Don't worry about it. Say less. Say less. Because you are one of the people that I helped and supported no matter what I was going through. You don't remember sending me your pee stick? You don't remember me talking you through that? You don't remember me coming into your live and supporting you as I'm sitting homeless and can't even eat? You don't remember that?
So you choosing to come to my live.
But do you remember it though? Do you remember?
I remember that you came up on the live.
So don't try to sit up here and say, oh, well, it doesn't matter what I was going through. I was still there for you. And so was I. Fucking what we talking about? I was too. We both was there for each other when shit was not that good in our lives. What's your point? What's your point? We did that for each other. You're right. She didn't ask me to do it. And I didn't ask her. When I didn't know that she was going through some shit with that girl. And so if she was there for me through that, I appreciate it. Just like when I was going through some shit in my life, but I seen she was hurt and really going through it, I was there.
She saw me on live, y'all. She jumped up on the live.
And I text your phone. Just like the many times I text your phone when I seen you going through it. And if you responded, you responded. If you didn't, you didn't. Just like when I seen you up there in the live with Glock and Rose and I seen you crying and I came up there immediately. What are we talking about?
But nothing was going on with Glock and Rose. They wasn't doing that.
Yeah, you're right. I found that out. All I seen you was crying. And so I came to see what was wrong.
I was not crying because I was hurt, though. I was
crying but I didn't know that, right?
I was crying because Glock shared something with me that really touched me. She told me I needed to stay focused.
I know that? But did I know that? Or did I come into the room and all I seen was you crying? And then when I came up in the box and I seen what was actually going on, did I not apologize because I was mistaken?
Say that again. Say that again.
When I came into the room and seen you crying, I came to be who I am as a friend and support. And when I found out that your tears were not from hurt, but that they were something different, did I not apologize?
You did.
And then did I not hit you on the back end and tell you, well, the reason I thought you was crying out of anger is because Glock was just talking shit about you in the last live, so I didn't think she was there saying something positive. Did that happen?
Yes.
Okay. So again, what's your point? We both have supported each other and rode for each other. What was your point in saying that?
Because Trina, I have never directly come to you and asked you for something. You supported me on a live that you chose to come into is different than me reaching out to you on the phone asking you for anything.
When did I ask you to directly support me?
You have called. What are you talking about? You have texted me and asked me for stuff several times.
No, I'm talking about as far as you see. Now you're making it a money thing. At first, we were talking about defending each other and supporting each other. Now
the bilateral music that I sent you. That's not money. That was free. So what are you talking about? You're trying to say that I give so much to other people. I'm still waiting to hear what I've given to other people that I haven't given to you. I'm waiting to hear that. And I'm waiting to hear about all this mess that I've been talking about people behind their back, besides YT Michelle, because I did say YT Michelle was acting like a messy white woman, right? So I did say that. But other than that, that other stuff was me reiterating or informing you about things that were happening in 4K. So that's not, so for you to say that that's mess and I'm exposing people and giving all this information to you on the back end is not true. So you spun that narrative, and then again, we come back to you going live yesterday because you felt some type of way about me giving a cheetah to somebody else. So then I had to explain why I stopped giving you money. So I explained that to you in 4K with everybody else. And now you're saying, well, if I got the name wrong, I'm sorry. No, I said Trina. I said, which one is the anti-anxiety medication? Get that one, because that's probably the one you're withdrawing.
I thought it was the antidepressant.
That's the one that you take.
Is it the antidepressant or the anti-anxiety?
So get the antidepressant and leave the other medication. You said that's the one that costs $319. But then today, when you called the pharmacy, the sertraline was not near $319. And then all these other texts that you're talking about where we were having discourse on the back end and text message, we had already had a phone conversation clearing that up on the back end. So what are you saying here? You're missing my point. You talking about me missing points and being dense. You're missing points and being dense.
Let me know when you're done. You muted? Okay. Because I'm getting tired of repeating myself. I really am. Let me state this clearly for the record, and if you need me to, I'll download the live. You can't find nowhere in that live where I called you out your name, where I did anything but express the same things I'm expressing on this live and the same things that I expressed to you previously that you didn't give a fuck about. You've moved the goal point post so many times it ain't even funny, because every time you try to prove some shit and it get knocked out the air, here you come with something else. So at this point, it ain't too much for me to even keep saying, because the more you talk, it's like I don't even understand how you've been around me if this how you feel. You can't remember shit. Listen, my baby. You got on here and told everybody I lied to you about the price of my medicine. So I called the pharmacy and we see I didn't lie. Once we seen I didn't lie, you made it something else. That's cool. You made it about the names. I told you the wrong thing. The medicine that was most important for me was the most expensive. If I said the wrong name and I fucked that up, that's cool. I'll take that. However, my problem is and has been multiple times the energy. Even today, you proved the energy. When I got emotional and upset because I felt like you disregarded my feelings, which you are, you dropped. And then I said, you're proving my point. Because when that bitch Rose was dogging you and the Hamburglar told you, hey, quit reading them fucking comments that's negative and read the right ones, what you do? You went right in that comment section. You ain't say not a motherfucking word. You went right in that comment section and read what the fuck she told you to read. That lady said you kidnapped her. That lady called you ugly. That lady called you everything but a motherfucking child of God, and you still went and apologized to her. I told you my feelings hurt. I feel like you spit in my face, and you didn't give a fuck. That is my problem. That is what I continue telling you. It feels like you don't give a fuck. I don't know if it's because you don't want to fuck me, so you don't give a fuck, but that's how it feels. And I've said this repeatedly. I said it yesterday. So you trying to make it seem like it's about some money or it's about a cheetah, you can have that. Because it's clear what I'm saying. Just like it was clear what I was saying before. The energy's not the fucking same, period. And it's obvious even in this live interaction. You sat and got dogged. That little girled you, and you took it, and you still turn around and apologize. But because I get upset because I'm in my feelings, you go to your live and tell people I was cutting you off and lie and make it seem like I was berating you. It wasn't even your turn to talk. And this whole live, you've been cutting me off. You was on mute when that girl was talking. And you be on mute when everybody dogging you. But you bucking at me? When Gistigator was dogging you, you had nothing to say. When Trip was dogging you, you had nothing to say. But you bucking with me, and I'm the bitch that stand up and get in the paint with you? That's my problem. I gave specific examples yesterday. Don't give all your other friends happy birthday posts, but then you forget mine. I gave examples, and you're choosing to ignore them. You're choosing to make it about money, just like you did the first time when I'm telling you, bro, it felt like you spit in my face, and you asking me, have I ever lied to you about the amount of money I got or needed? It's the exact same situation. This time it's just happening on live. So you got it, my baby. You got it. I want you to find somebody that you feel like is a real friend. That's what I want you to do. Because I done tried. Honestly. It ain't shit else for me to do.
Listen,
As far as the mess, like I said, I never said I was exposing anything. What I said was, I don't want to bring up all of our past conversations because some of them people you have got back cool with. I didn't say you was shitting on them. But in my mind, anybody that you got cool with, you might not want them to know that you had a back end conversation where you was telling them something telling somebody else something that they said on the front end. Just because it happened on live don't mean the motherfucker want everybody to know. We've seen that happen. That's why bitches be lying and capping about what they say in 4K. So my point was, I'm not trying to fuck up nothing. I'm not trying to stir up no shit over there because unlike baby girl, I'm not trying to cause you no chaos. I'm not trying to cause you no mess. I just don't do the friend of me shit. And I told you that months ago. I told you that months ago. If you don't fuck with me, if you don't like me, you think I'm a liar, you think I'm a scammer, whatever the fuck you thinking, my nigga, kick rocks respectfully. You do not got to be around. But it ain't about no motherfucking money. Sonya can tell you, Nish can tell you, Raina can tell you. Motherfuckers ain't got to give me shit, but keep it real with me, my nigga. Don't play in my face. And don't think you gonna treat me like a motherfucking back burner ass bitch. You're not. You're not. Let who talk? She can talk. I ain't been cutting her off. She was cutting me off. She can talk.
so I still haven't heard how I treated you like a back burner bitch. So you're saying just because I didn't do the exact same things for you that you saw me do for other people, that means that my energy changed? Even after I knew that you misled me to believe that your antidepressant was $319, I still continue to give you money and be a friend to you, even against my better judgment. My subscribers called me on it. They was like, but I thought you said you only giving sub only money. So I did. I stepped out of a boundary for you, but you want to call me a nothing ass friend or whatever narrative you trying to spin on here because you mad at what you saw me do for somebody else, but I've still done way more for you on this app than I've done for anybody else on this app besides the dude that I was throwing money for at battles. He, other than him, Like, and we don't even talk. I was just throwing money at him for battles. But
Okay.
as far as the people in any of this, I've done the most for you than anybody else. So I'm sorry that I didn't answer the phone quick enough for you or respond to text as immediately as you like, because I have other shit going on and other calls coming to my phone besides personal. But for they to voice your grievances wasn't cool. So since you used that situation to voice your grievances, I went on ahead and went live because I figured the energy you wanted me to give you was the same energy that I gave Rose. So I went live and gave you that energy. And then this morning, I let people know, hey, well, this is the reason I stopped giving money to Trina. And I'm going to let Trina know too. Because when I told her to get the antidepressant, because that's probably the one she was withdrawing from, she got whatever the other $319 medicine was. I don't know what that medicine was, what it's for, none of that, right? But I told her to get what she was taking daily because she was probably withdrawing off of it. She said, well, that's the one that cost $319. So I sent her 200, either 200 or 219, and told her to handle the rest.
I'm going to say this one last time. I've given so many specific examples. Let me give you another one. I'm going to give you a different one. You sat and allowed yourself to be completely embarrassed. And not only did you take it.
What does that have to do with you?
Are you gonna
We're
let me
talking
talk?
about me and you.
Are you gonna let me talk, bro?
Happened with
See,
me and
this
Rose
is why you ain't.
have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? Keep it on you,
know
and
what?
what you did and your behavior.
Listen. You got it. You got it. Because you ain't gonna let me talk. So, I mean, what's the point? Because you've been bringing other people up the whole time. And I'm not cutting you off. But you keep cutting me off. And I'm starting to feel like you cutting me off when you feel like I'm going to make a point. Because you keep asking me for examples. And then when I'm about to give them to you, you cut me off. So you got it. Because I feel like what I'm saying is clear. I do. And if it's not, then that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm not going to keep going in circles with you. I'm not fucking you. I'm not going to do it. I know how I felt about you as a friend. I know how I felt. Period. I know it's people that can vouch and they'll tell you that I done sit on the back end where ain't nobody got to know. I fuck with her. I fuck with her. She cool. I feel like she just ain't had no real niggas around. So you got it. You got it. Whether it's sounding jealous, entitled, that I don't mind that. I said that yesterday. I don't mind that. I'm that type of friend. If I see you being just a stand-up friend to everybody else, that's why I did the birthday post. I gave so many examples. My thing is, give me
Your
the same energy.
Your birthday hasn't even come yet. So what are you talking
It's
about?
an example. You asked for example.
But your birthday has not come
Well, no, this
yet.
was yesterday when they asked me
So
for
how
example.
you gonna get mad about a fucking birthday thing? Your
Can
birthday
you
hadn't
be
even come.
quiet, bro? Yesterday I said that because they asked me for an example. I've given you plenty of direct examples and you're still not listening. I've given you direct examples and you're still not listening. Like today, when you saw me get emotional and your response was to just say, fuck it. But other people have dragged you. Way worse. I wasn't dragging you. I was pissed off.
You want me to explain what happened there?
I don't want you to explain shit.
Okay, well then you don't know then. If you was around, you would know. I had what you saw when Rose was trying to punk me and little girl me, that was pre me resolving my people pleasing issue. So if she was sitting up here on this panel, I would be popping my same shit to her and
You was
standing
just in
up
that
to
girl
her.
live yesterday trying to apologize, or 2 days ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
When was my therapy session? Do you know when my EMDR
You got a therapy session every week, bro. Hey, man, listen.
You don't know. Yeah, because you don't know.
Bro,
yeah, no, you don't know. You don't know. My therapy session was Tuesday. That live that I went in for Rose was Monday.
Don't you go to therapy consistently?
I go to therapy every 2 weeks.
All right, then. So what does that matter?
Because
you
the
went
reaction
to therapy
that I'm trying
before
to
2 days ago.
listen.
You already
listen.
told us you
I'm
went to
trying
therapy
to
to get it worked
explain to
out.
you
You
the reason
forgot?
that the reason that Rose was able to punk me like that on Monday is because I was still in a people pleasing space.
But then you had you already had therapy
Listen,
from the kidnapping stuff?
Tuesday,
Didn't you go to therapy about that?
I'm talking about.
Did you not go to therapy about the trip? Yes or no?
Yes, I did. We talked about that.
So why are you talking? What are you talking about?
You're missing the point.
Let me shut up then.
You asked me how I could let her humiliate me and do all that on Monday. She was able to do all that on Monday because again, I was still in a people pleasing space. I hadn't had an EMDR session to resolve that people pleasing tendency that I had. That happened on Tuesday, right? So this is Wednesday.
And you already
this happened yesterday. So you're the first person that I've talked to since then. I told people last night when I went live talking about how Rose gaslit and stonewalled me, that if I got on live with her ass, I would be popping my shit the same way. The energy that she got Monday, she would definitely not get today because I don't give a fuck about trying to please nobody.
The people is asking, who is your therapist? Because that shit worked overnight. Who is your therapist?
Well, EMDR, for those of y'all that
it never worked like that for me.
When have you had EMDR? Formally
for years when I found out I was autistic.
You said you never had EMDR. Now all of a sudden
no,
you had it.
never.
Anyway,
That's
y'all,
how I knew what it was.
From a trained professional, who's also
how would
been
I know
client,
what it was if I never had it?
You can process a target in one session. That's how fast acting it works. Okay. As somebody who's not only trained in the modality, but someone who's also a client in the modality, yes, you could go in there with one target that has a negative belief of, let's say it's I'm not enough. By the end of that session, once you get that disturbance down to 0 and your positive belief up to 7, you have that's how it works. Look into it. It's called eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Look it up. I can't speak to what your therapist did for you, but the several dozens of clients that I've done EMDR for and my own EMDR targets that I've worked on, the shit works like that. So, yeah.
Okay. What next?
So, the energy. So, me standing up for you on live.
I've stood up for you too.
And me. So then, what is this energy? What specifically?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Led you to believe that I was giving other people energy that I haven't given you? What specifically did I do to lead you to believe that I'm giving people energy that I didn't give to you?
At this point, if you didn't hear me, you're not going to. So it's okay.
You said you gave a damn example of a birthday post when you're like, that was just an example. So what's a real life thing? A real life thing that you've seen me do for somebody else that I haven't done for you. What is that? Name one thing.
Give a fuck about how they feel.
Really? Are you serious? I had a whole phone conversation with you.
Serious.
I had a whole phone conversation with you about how you felt and we resolved it. So what are you talking about? We haven't had any other conversations about that since then, other than when I was driving to the beach and you called me in crisis, but I was also in crisis. But
yeah, she stood up for me after the shit with Kay, after she didn't, and she just went with it.
You told me to quit standing up for you. You said stop getting on cameras.
I'm responding to a comment. She stood up for me with the K-Dub thing because I came to her once I realized that she had stopped fucking with me over the K-Dub thing, and I let her know you mad about some bullshit. And then that's when she started standing up because she felt bad.
Wait, what? Are you talking about when...
They talking about the first issue.
So the very first issue, y'all, for those of y'all that are new, is that after, if y'all know anything about the K-Dub
what is
thing,
this corn stuff?
Apparently, because we're part of the corn cartel. Shout out to the corn cartel. Corn Glock. But
get that shit out of my damn page.
It's a lot of people. I don't know if you're gonna be able to. It's a lot. We deep in the corn cartel. But anyway, so
bro, this hey.
So you
listen to me.
So you had asked. Damn, I lost my fucking train of thought. So I was in the comment. God, I can't believe I'm still telling this. This is like months later, y'all. In March, when $2 held a live about fucking, it was people talking up there talking about why they was mad about people giving Trina money. So I'm in the comments asking, why do y'all fucking care about who's giving Trina money if y'all aren't giving fucking Trina money? Like, as somebody who supports her, I'm not even asking all these motherfucking questions that y'all got. And so that's when Rose pulled me up in the panel and starts confronting me after I had told her 3 times in the comments that I didn't want to come up. So she calls me out verbally to come up in the panel. That's when Rose started dogpiling me with the rest of the people, and that's when me and Rose fell out, right? But TT Supremacy, who is K-Dub's actual auntie, came up there and said, Trina put a jacket on K-Dub's sons, and she started telling me, and I was looking at K-Dub's text, so I was like, oh my God, I don't support Trina engaging in that behavior. I don't support that. So I said, I'm not going to give money or support that kind of behavior if people are putting jackets on children or putting unnecessary jackets on people. Y'all remember me saying that? Well, come to find out, I didn't have any actual factual proof that she had put a jacket on K-Dub's son. I didn't see anything where Trina directly said that the baby was going to be an offender on her kid. I did not hear that anywhere, see it anywhere. Trina brought that to my attention. So when I didn't have that direct proof, I had to apologize to her in 4K and haven't made any assumptions of that ever since then. No assumptions have been made. I told her I wasn't going to do that anymore, and it didn't happen. So now what y'all have been seeing is me saying, nope, I need to see proof. I need to see proof. I need to see proof. Even my mods know. They're like, nope, she's not going to believe it if she don't see proof.
My phone charger.
So what are you talking about? I sat up there for 3 hours on that live standing up for you. And then when it was proven to me, when you proved to me that I didn't have no real receipts of you actually putting a jacket on that baby, I apologized to you in 4K. And we haven't had no issues since, other than the fucking time where you were like, you know, when Kiana went live and Rose was up there and all that. But that was also like 2 days after I found out that you had lied about the medicine, because I found out on that Friday. That live that Kiana had was on that Sunday. So it was already just a shitty time, okay? So no, I was less attendant to your emotions around that time. One, because you was already perceivingly giving me smoke, which we've talked about in the back end, and that was a misunderstanding. And 2, because I knew that you had lied to me. I even asked you in a text, I said, Trina, are you sure that you haven't inflated the cost of anything towards me? I asked you that via text. You said no. So I even gave you a chance after I found out that you lied to me to tell me yourself that you lied to me, and you still didn't. So what are you trying to clock me on? What are you trying to say that I'm guilty of here? I'm confused.
Nothing, baby. You got it. You got it.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna keep repeating myself, man. I'm not. I know what I'm saying is clear. I'm not dumb.
Y'all I'm not saying that it's not clear, not but I'm asking for.
Hey, I didn't cut you off. Please quit cutting me off, bro. Cause I'm letting you talk. Please quit doing that. Okay. At this point, what more can I say? What is there left for me to say? You're not getting it. You're not. And it's like, this is, I don't know if you get it, but it's just proven to me how I feel even more. Because I'm actually trying to hear what you're saying. And you're not hearing what I'm saying. You keep going over the same thing that I have addressed. I didn't lie to you at all, because what you said was I lied about how much the shit costs. We heard how much it costs. Now, if you feel misled because you thought you was paying for one medicine and you didn't pay for that one, you paid for another one, which you paid for all of them. I got all of them. But I take that. That's fine. I apologize. But what I'm not going to do is keep listening to you, because, see, that's what happened in that phone conversation. If you need me to, we can run it back. The phone conversation was me trying to understand you. You didn't get off of there with no real understanding of me, and I let that shit ride because, again, like I've been telling everybody on the back end, I feel like the girl just ain't really had too many people to stick around. Same with me. I tell motherfuckers all the time, please don't just walk out on me when I get to tripping, man. I'm trying. So I give that same energy. You don't. That's my point. That's been my point. Simple. Like, it's real simple.
But you're still not telling me how I've done things for others that I haven't done for you.
That's fine. All right.
You haven't said that. You've said
Then
how...
that's fine. Then you're not hearing me. That's fine. I understand. You don't hear me. I get it. Because I know it ain't me. Because everybody else is hearing me. So you just not hearing me. I get it.
No, I'm asking you a specific question.
And I've answered it multiple times.
Just this one thing.
I've answered it.
What is the thing that I've been doing for other people that I have not done for you? That's all I want to know. You said I haven't expressed no emotions. I didn't give a fuck, but I called you after the text message, when you was upset at me. I called you. We had a phone conversation. We resolved it.
You called me back, therapist.
Okay, I called you back, and we had a phone conversation. We resolved it. So then, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
What are you saying?
I ain't talking about shit. I'm a liar. I'm fucked up.
How have I shown that I didn't care? How did I show I cared for anybody else more than how I cared for you? How did I show that?
You didn't. I'm tired of talking.
Okay. All right, then.
Yeah. I'm tired of repeating myself. Seriously. It's no point to it. It's no fucking point. Fuck, I'm gonna keep talking for it, bro.
Okay, we sick of her. We sick of her. We done with her. We done. She done did the most today. This motherfucker, if you want Rose back that goddamn bad, bitch, you need to do something other than use Trina to get Rose back in your life. You full of shit, therapist, and it's in 4K today. Like you love to say, it's in fucking 4K. That your ass was really trying to goddamn get a friend on this app. You wasn't trying to help Trina because Trina needed help. Bitch, you was buying friends. And they sell them motherfuckers online. I'm telling you, if you need followers on TikTok, you can buy them bitches online without all this goddamn bullshit. You putting your license on the goddamn line. Yes, Trina did talk about her own medications, but you as a professional was never supposed to call out, one, what you told her to take and don't take. Because again, the minute you tell her to take something and not take, you went against her doctor's orders. Tell me I'm lying, Trina.
Technically, you're not.
No, thank you. So if your doctor said take X, Y, and Z, and she goes, and she said it in 4K, I'm not your therapist, but yet I can sit up here and tell you what to fucking take, and your ass take the opposite and go off the deep end. She is her E&O, her goddamn malpractice insurance is on the line. So she need to get her ass up off this goddamn app. That's what she need to do, trying to impress kids. Rose is a kid under you, lady. That's a goddamn kid. You need to go sit on somebody's couch yourself. I feel sorry for her clients. I feel fucking sorry for her clients. And at the end of the day, Trina, that lady was not goddamn helping you to help you. It's apparent today. She was buying a popular person and she felt you was the easiest because you were going through financial strife.
Crazy part of this, people... Me and Keon ain't never had no back end conversation, y'all.
Never.
And that's something that I've been getting told since therapists came around.
Nope. Never.
And every time I'm telling y'all been seeing the people who got my number in the comments. Every time They've been saying that. She just attaching herself to you because of who you are. She's not your friend. She don't like you. Every time I ride for you, my baby. Every time.
Yep. I'm telling you, that lady is dangerous. That lady is sitting up here trying to find some fucking friends. This motherfucker is a grown-up child. She's still on the playground in life. You know what I'm saying? She's still trying to be, you know what I'm saying, buy friends, bring her extra lunch to school and shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers on this app bring her extra lunch to school for the, you know what I'm saying, to try to buy friends. Girl, it's a different world now. You ain't got to do all that goofy ass shit. And Rhonda Hill, go eat a dick, bitch. That's probably the only way a nigga would give it to you if he could throw it down your throat, because he ain't gonna fuck your pussy hole, you ugly bitch. But anywho, back to what I was saying. This lady done messed up in several ways, because again, she has no right to be discussing your medication. She can say out loud what the medication you discussed, and also she's not supposed to be helping you pay for medicine. She's a licensed professional. She's supposed to be giving you resources that will pop, that, you know what I'm saying, like the pharmacies that charge $2 and $4 and $10 for, but she's not supposed to be out there like, oh, I'm paying for your medication, because again, the day you can't afford it and she doesn't give it to you, like today, guess what? You're now supposed to. That's why you can't do certain things when you're professionals. Because again, if she helped you get on medication and then you can't be on it and you have an adverse reaction to it, your mama coming for her. I promise you, her mama coming for her malpractice insurance.
I ain't know nothing about that.
I guarantee you, if her malpractice insurance finds out that she is out here, one, discussing people and telling them what, that's not even her client, that she has never assessed, what medicines to and not to take, they would take her license, they would take her malpractice insurance. They would cancel that bitch ASAP. And two, if they find out that she's paying for medication, psychiatric drugs, without assessing the patient and it's not being a patient of hers, boom, they're going to cancel her insurance. She is in all kinds of mess and don't even realize it. Handle this shit on the back end, and Trina is protecting you and keeping you from getting in trouble, lady. But you trying to impress a bunch of motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. What the fuck is you thinking? You can't do what she's doing with malpractice insurance. You can't do that. No. She's like, well, forget about that one and take this one. And then for those of you who are saying, well, Trina outed her own illness. First of all, Trina is dealing with something. That's why she is under a doctor's care. So you can't let the patient be the one that garners everything. A patient can go out there and say, I have kidney disease, but if the goddamn whatchamacallit said he in trouble, he or she is in trouble, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Just because she said it in 4K doesn't mean you got to be going along with it. That's where you as the professional got to say, hey, Trina, you're really not supposed to be discussing, you know what I'm saying, your illness or any medications that you're taking. Not dive in with you. That tells you everything you need to know about that lady. That lady don't, I mean, again, she done passed some tests and she did her homework. That's the only thing that she's proven to me, that she can take a test and do homework. But she ain't goddamn mentally up there ready. I'm sorry. It is what it is. No, I'm not a goddamn therapist, but a therapist would know to never do this. And then you're sitting up here talking to someone who has, again, she said it in 4K. That's why I'm like, this lady, malpractice insurance be fucked up. You're going to sit here and say that Trina be calling you, telling you, or Trina, you said you be calling her, telling her that you're about to unalive her. Baby, a real therapist will get the fuck away from you, because they'll say, I don't want to ever have that on me, where I was supposed to have, you know what I'm saying, answered your call, stopped you, this, that, and that. You can't do that. She cannot do that. She's supposed to be like, where is your doctor? Your doctor's on speed dial. I will be your friend, but I cannot talk to you in reference to anything medical. Do you know if you had taken yourself out of here, your mama would have had her malpractice insurance all upside down and inside out? And believe you me, this live is being recorded, y'all. These people play too much on this fucking bullshit ass free app. Girl, you went to school for a long time. You shouldn't give a fuck about this app. You should never be talking to someone who's telling you that and you're in the medical profession. And you're a fucking lie, Rachel. That's not all. Let me tell you something. Do you know, as a regular human being, we have a duty to stop you. to jump in front of it. Like, hold on, wait a minute, stop, call 911. And if we don't, you can sue us personally too. So I know damn well a fucking professional can. You are a lie, MJ. Don't make me, because y'all know I'll sit up and pay a goddamn attorney billable hours to come on here.
I didn't know. I didn't know that though.
No, that's why don't be discussing that with her. Do not discuss that with her. Because the day, I'm telling you, the day that you know what I'm saying, it goes too far, your family go to questioning her when she was talking to this lady knew, you can't do that. You cannot do that, Trina. You need to talk to only your medical professional. Don't get her in no trouble. Don't get her, and she don't need to be telling you what medication to and not to take. She's not your therapist. She is not your physician. So she has no ability to be telling you just because she want to save a few bucks and don't want to give you all the money. You can't do that. You stay exactly, not too much on me, all bitches in the comment. But you can't do that. It's some other medical professionals in here. They'll tell you that I'm telling you the truth. You can't do that.
Y'all talking about was Trina shouldn't have confided in her. Did y'all not hear her say that I had called
That's
her?
That's still on her. It's still on her as the person who has the degree.
Because this is why I had called her before having a panic attack. Remember she just admitted she sent me the bilateral music, told me to call her back. So that's why I called her again. Like, she never said nothing like this. So I'm like, okay, we friends. Any of my friends, Sonya, Raina, they all will tell y'all when I'm feeling some type of way, I call them. And normally, okay,
somebody just put something in the chat. Is she able to prescribe medication to her own clients?
No, does she have a psychiatrist? She's a
well, therapist. Then she damn sure done fucked up. She is definitely not supposed to be telling you which man's to and to not to leave there. Is that lady crazy? Is she crazy for real? Telling you to leave, don't take this one, just take this one for now. When your physician said, oh my God.
Oh, she's not talking about going after nobody's license. She's
saying, she's that.
Telling me that.
See, that's how y'all do. Y'all run with shit. We be telling y'all stop doing certain things so you don't fuck with your license. And matter of fact, I was talking most on her malpractice insurance than her goddamn license for you ignorant son of a bitches. Clean that goddamn wax out your ears, get in the bathtub, bathe, and you'll feel better and you'll be able to hear things clearly. God damn. So I'm sitting here telling you, don't do that, Trina. Don't talk. She don't talk to her about nothing, medical, because again, you messing with her insurance, and your mom probably ain't nobody dummy. She know how to come out the shit, because it's gonna be, well, my daughter went out the deep end because she's supposed to be taking both medicines and this, that, and the third, and the therapist told her not to. Leave that shit alone. Do not listen. If you're gonna ask for some money, just ask for some money. Don't even ask any of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all, I'm trying to buy Leather Pro or something like don't. And we as people shouldn't be either. We shouldn't be like, oh, okay, we're gonna help you crowdfund for psych drugs. Because again, if that psych drug is some bullshit, I ain't trying to be named in nobody's suit. Girl, fuck you and that big barrel called Nitra. I don't give a fuck what you think or anybody else. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Nitra. She got her own lawsuit she dealing with. I don't. I'm the one that's not.
But this is the thing, y'all. I'm not trying to. I don't
think her license would be taken, because y'all, that's one thing y'all do too much about. When we say your license is in jeopardy, we mean in the state is like this. If you did, they always look at the intent, right? So if you intentionally out here, doing things to people that's causing them their life, Trina's still alive, and so on and so forth. So what we're saying is they may make her go back to classes and do all kinds of that. The state don't just go straight for your license, and that's on any type of license. You have to do something extremely egregious, or a life has to be taken in order for them to say, no license no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, because they know once they take it, you know what I'm saying, you may never get it back, or so on and so forth. So they have steps before just, revoke of license. They don't do, that's not how that works. And then you got to remember, it's boards that vote on this. So it's multiple people that vote and say, hey, you're supposed to lose your license on this. There are things that you can do that's absolute revocable once you do it. But again, a life.
I don't know. Every time
they need to mind their goddamn business.
That is weird.
They always doing too much. But back on the initial thing, what she did today, and I know you see it. She's trying to get in Rose's good graces, and she's trying to disrespect you. She's got a battery in her back to disrespect you so that Rose will call her, entertain her, and I don't think you should have been put out there like that. Because again, this lady has your number on the back end. She don't have to go live. I can see some of these people who are not educated, who you know what I'm saying, who hasn't had any opportunity to be in rooms and spaces where there's couth going on. It just annoys me when people want to go straight to the goddamn live when you have numbers. Like, that don't make sense to me. Yes, I'm gonna land this motherfucker when I get ready. But it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like go up and unlock the door first, and then we'll come back and get these things. But I feel like she put you out there. Do you not see that though? That she all of a sudden got all this smoke?
That's what I was also trying to tell her. You talking about you don't see what I'm saying. You talking to me crazy because I'm telling you that I feel like you've been playing with me. But Rose was able to dog you, and you really went with it, and you listened to everything she told you. And then, but my thing is, you need to keep it on yourself. But my whole point is, I see your energy is different from me versus
right for you, right? Like she was, I really didn't understand that. Like Rose was handling her Ike Turnerish, and she was just over there, like, you know what I'm saying, Tina. All the songs sound the same. Ike, I ain't like, but now all of a sudden you Tina in the goddamn limousine. You kicking ass when it comes to Trina. Help me understand.
That was my point. You talking
because a bad bitch is a bad bitch regardless. Once you disrespected, and you that's the smoke you have. I don't understand that. Help me, Trina. What happened?
I'm just done.
Yeah, you done.
I'm done with it. It's over
Shit.
with.
You do not see somebody say I work in healthcare. Kiana is correct with everything she said. Thank you. It was all a dream. Thank you. Because I'm telling these people, but nobody's saying go after her license. That's not what we're saying. I know she's in her room listening. I'm actually throwing this out to her to say, listen, handle everything on the back end, therapist, because again, the things you said, people can come against your, you know what I'm saying, your malpractice insurance or anything like that. Listen, as a professional who worked for mine, I don't want nobody else shit taken. But she needs to stop. She needs to stop doing what she's doing. It doesn't make sense. Miss Sam, you got a license for me to take? Now. Bitch, you don't. So hush.
It's not even my concern no more. I'm done with it. I'm not even
Camille too, me, the boss bitch saying, fuck you, hoe. Go get a job. Your welfare check is not gonna come this month. Get a job, bitch. Anyway, what you were saying, Trina, listen, this girl she done. She needed you for, likes and to bring people to her room. You did your part. It was an EVA exchange. EVA swap is no swindle. You don't owe her shit. You don't owe her shit. I was the main one saying, because when I was in Jamaica, I was like, Trina did you wrong? Remember I asked her that? I said, tell me, I know Trina did you wrong. But now all of a sudden I see, ain't no way for Trina to do her wrong. This motherfucker just did you wrong. She just did you wrong.
I think it's funny that y'all think therapist is the only person that I call on for help. The therapist is the newest bitch around here.
Okay, how did I just shade
not
you,
Trina? Kiana, not you. I'm talking to the comments.
Somebody in the comments said, not Kiana shading Trina with that comment. How did I shade you? Because I did ask therapists when I was in Jamaica. I was like, you mean to tell me Trina doing you wrong? I know this woman ain't did you wrong, all the stuff you did for her. Did I not ask her that, Trina? And she was acting obtuse.
Me and Kiana already talked about all that.
Yeah, she was acting obtuse, like, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to see. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. But now I never ask her if Trina has done her wrong. The answer don't always be, Trina ain't done shit to you that you ain't done to her. Fuck out of here.
Oh, wait.
Fuck out of my motherfucking face. And I'm going to get down before I hurt one of these bitches hard. Let love to me.
I thought she didn't have conversation about me when I was not around.
So what?
I said, wait, so you said y'all was on live talking?
She's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. She was in there.
I know it's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's what I've been trying to tell her. People have been sending me screenshots and screen recordings since you came around, my love. I just let you ride. Go ahead, my baby. Hold on, Kiana. Let her talk real quick.
Okay. I had to figure this thing out again. I just want to say up here in 4K that if you ever let her back in your space again, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit modding. I'm not gonna do nothing else. I'm gonna be done. Okay? Because I told you. I said it. You guys are listening to me. Okay? Because I be knowing what I'm talking about. Okay? So let's.
I swear I'm about to start listening to you.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because I had to take a breather. Because that whole, well, why were you texting me and what did you expect me to do? And that shows right there how she felt about you. That shows right there how she feels. You don't say that to nobody. And just to clear everything up, wasn't nobody texting her as a therapist saying, I'm going through something, I need help. You were going to her as your friend, because that's what friends do. She just happens to have that occupation. But the fact that she could throw that in your face and say, well, what were you asking me for? That bitch doesn't care about you. She doesn't even like you. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's
She
it.
don't.
That's it.
She don't.
There's no more second chances. There ain't no, none of that. No, we're done with that. Okay? So I just want to say that. Because if I ever see her back in a space with you again, I'm gonna quit.
You can't quit.
I'm gonna make a big public show of quitting. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna throw my mad badge and everything, my little mod badge and everything. I'm gonna be done. Okay? So that's it. I'm gonna get back
I'm
down
with
there.
I'm with Love to Neil. If I hear her over here,
This my baby.
I'm not coming back over here. Fuck her. I'm gonna let you go, Trine. You see it with 2 in 4K. I'm sorry this happened to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm really sorry this happened to you, girl.
I appreciate you, Kiana. It's all right. Thank you. That's my baby, y'all. If y'all don't know, Miss Love to Neil, my baby. I love her so much. That's my baby. It's a few people on here I love. But she said something that was very right. She don't even like me. I realized that today. She don't even like me. And that's cool. My feelings a little hurt, but I'll be all right. Promise you, I done soldiered her way worse. I'm just like, damn. Listen, listen, let me pin this. Thank you, $2. Do I love you? Of course I do. I love anybody that love me. How do I move on? I disengage. Just like I did with her friend. I'm done. Because the last time we got into it, I told her, if you think I'm a liar, why you want to be my friend? I don't want to be friends with no liar that I know is a liar. Why you was still in my face? You said you knew I've been lying to you for a month now? Why you still been in my face? Why we still talking? I don't need that. I keep saying I don't do that frenemy shit, bro. I don't want nobody around me keeping tabs on every mistake they see I make and ain't saying nothing to me. But you call yourself keeping tabs. Anytime I had a problem with you, I told you. That's the same shit Rose did. If Mad Day come and you get to reading down a laundry list of shit, man, you out of here. I don't play like that. I keep telling y'all, I had to maneuver in the streets. Certain shit I got used to not tolerating so I can make it home to my child. One of them things is a motherfucker sitting in your face that you know do not fuck with you. That's an easy recipe to get your ass up out of here. I do want to be in the agency team, Tiny Diney. And that's why I ain't been on this bitch crowdfunding. That's why I just been hitting my little certain people. Because I'm tired of y'all thinking, well, this bitch is broke, so I can come around and I can do whatever. You cannot. I continue to tell y'all that. I will certainly let you, my love. Let me follow you back. I continuously tell y'all that. My phone gonna cut off. I continuously tell y'all that. You cannot control me with no money. I'd rather you never get